Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no
Well, buckle
hope,
up,
you can still
pilgrims.
go.
This
I
is
never
the
ran so
4-hour
fast.
version of the story of 31 pilgrims from the University of Indianapolis as they walk from Astorga to Santiago. An incredible adventure, friendship, spirituality, and an incredible encounter with the country of Spain. Stay tuned. This is a great adventure.
Today is May 10th. It is currently 2:51 p.m. So 3:51 Indy time. We're in Chicago. We're at O'Hare. We are waiting for our flight to España.
See. We had some Chinese and some.
I had a big burrito. It was huge.
It's huge.
Yeah, lost my bag. Mounted it.
Yo.
So life favors the. I don't know.
Me. Life always
Favors
me.
Mal. Yeah. So update you never. Bye.
I think that'll happen as they get loaded up.
We are on our way. This is AJ.
Yes.
We're going to Spain, baby, and I'm sweating.
For most flights arriving from the United States, you actually begin either in the late morning or early afternoon, but when the plane lands, it's going to be like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning in Madrid. And so even though you have had a full day of travel and all that goes into that, when you arrive, it's time to begin a new day, and sometimes that's without a lot of sleep. But it's time for us in this group to make our way up to Leon.
I was like, who's on my shoulder?
We have arrived. We have arrived in Spain. Total of 8-hour flight. Didn't sleep one bit.
I could not get that comfy, so I did not sleep that well either.
Yeah.
I always think it's like the epitome of irony that we come here to walk and then get on the electronic walkway.
I know, it's like when people go to the gym and they're like, nah, they have to get like the parking spot far away.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're going to work out. What are you doing?
It's like this is part of the deal.
Yeah. My turn. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I make the rules with my fitness.
customs. We are now on a train, the city train.
Going to
Going
a
where?
park in
Couldn't
Madrid.
tell ya.
Estocha.
We had a bit of time before we had to catch our plane from Chamartin Station up to León, and so I took the students down to the Atocha Station so that we could go into Retiro Park. Retiro Park is a huge park there in Madrid, and so I knew that that would be a good place for us to spend some time. It did mean an extra train ride. The students were tired, but they didn't mind the extra train ride to be able to go down and at least sit in the park for a while we waited on our train to take us up to León.
My lunch. Chef's kiss.
Sure. Yeah, I saw I was gonna.
Estaban el otro día ahí con un chisme. Sí, es que lo tenían cerrado allá.
We have arrived in España.
Oh, we are vlogging. Hey guys, it's great to have you here. We love the presents.
This is Joseph.
I'm me,
He's so
and that's
amazing.
enough.
This is Abby.
Where-
This is Larissa. Hey, bestie.
Hey Larissa, where are we going right now?
And then that's going to get ice cream, Joseph.
Okay, let's go.
She didn't want to get in. We're going to get gelato. We just had dinner. Very eventful. This is Mal.
So you went to Mount Vernon? I got some. Okay. I know the penalty.
Yeah, probably. Now you're recording too. Can you call them?
I think you're like ready to see
Okay,
a
okay.
moment. Okay. I feel so starstruck.
Myself. Hi, friends and family.
Hello, friends and family.
We've had a great day.
We have had beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Beautiful food. Beautiful gelato.
And lots of pizza. And we got gelato. So
And great company.
Boom.
Day 2 in Leon. We are going to the cathedral today, as well as the basilica. So stay tuned.
Oh, why me?
Because you have idea.
Oh, okay. Today we are at the cathedral.
Hi guys. We're back.
We're back. We took a lot of pictures. Some of us wanted to cry because of the beautiness of it. Olivia thought there was dead bodies everywhere when they were just storage closets.
Are they actually just storage?
That's what Jeremiah said.
I think a lot of the closets are storage, but there are sarcophagus.
It feels like too holy to just be like storage.
That's what I was saying. That was my thought.
Well,
I think it doesn't make sense.
just remember that in every church you've ever been in, there are storage rooms.
Yeah, but like those are like really nice storage units.
It's a really nice cathedral.
That's very true. Speaking of crying, I teared up.
Did you?
Like multiple times. Like I don't know. It just got to me.
I think we should tear down every single modern building and rebuild them like this.
Okay.
We're paying for that.
Which one do you want to start with?
You and me. Imagine you in school.
Trump building. Fine. Schwitz.
Yeah, I think we can.
Student center.
I think we can do that.
Oh,
Maybe the dorm.
this is the new dorm.
Ooh, that.
I freaked myself out this morning. I was like, oh my gosh, I have bed bugs, but I really didn't.
I know. All night last night, I was like, oh my gosh, is there something crawling on me?
I woke up at 6 and I was like, no, I woke up, I don't even know.
Yeah, it was 6. You were moving around a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
when you move, the whole bed kind of shakes a little bit.
I'm so sorry.
It was like shaking me.
Someone was like whimpering in the morning. I was like, are they okay?
Were they cold?
Huh?
Were they cold?
I don't know. It was
If
just
you
like,
were cold, you had a fever or something because.
Yeah, if you were cold on the third floor.
This is the roof, buddy. Like we all slept in this room.
Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Room 27.
I know the pretzel. Oh my gosh, wait. Joseph, do it with Kaylee. She's actually a swing dancer. Yeah. I want to see you guys.
But this is the way that I did it. So grab the and kind of.
Yeah.
Should we do some social dance in the cathedral closet?
Oh yeah, that one's fun. Oh yeah, that one's fun.
Sorry.
Look how cute these are. I did swing dancing in elementary school and I haven't.
We spent quite a lot of time in this courtyard in the cathedral in Lyon. Students are dancing, they're telling one another stories and just having a blast, posing for lots of pictures and just trying to be creative with some of that. And honestly, I think it was a great time of bonding for us, a great time of just building those relationships, because even though these students all go to the same school, many of them didn't know each other before they came on Camino together. They really are forming these relationships, and relationships that are going to grow a lot over the course of the next couple of weeks as we make our walk together.
Feeling very overwhelmed by Spain's beauty. It is.
Maybe wait until after.
Physically able to open up. of the things that I've found really unique about each visit that I've been able to make on Camino de Santiago is that frequently you're coming in and out of these towns and you get caught up in whatever they're doing in their own city. So this night we happened to get into the middle of a protest, a peaceful protest, that was arguing for greater support for the folks who live in Leon as opposed to the larger cities like Madrid, and really trying to protest for better economic situations for these smaller areas. And our students, of course, just got caught up right into the party, and they had a great time. Really had a blast with being there, and fortunately it felt pretty safe. It didn't seem like a protest that would likely turn to anything negative. So it was great fun to be able to join in, and certainly I've been able to be in Santiago and Leon and Madrid during great celebrations that just happen to be when you arrive there.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some food.
Well, it is an early morning for our 31 pilgrims from the University of Indianapolis. We have spent a couple days exploring around Leon, kind of getting acclimated to the time, and now it's going to be the first day that we walk a couple miles on Camino de Santiago. But before we do that, we've got some exploring to do in Astorga. Early morning train will take us over to Astorga, and then we can see the sights in Astorga before making our way along Camino.
Sure. We're doing wonderful this morning. I love mornings so much. No.
So what's your favorite thing about 7 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, Jeremiah, it is 6:30 in the morning, actually.
So tell me what's your favorite thing about 6:30 in the morning?
Tori's my favorite thing about this.
Really sweet.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So Emma, tell me what you love about 6:30 in the morning.
I got woken up every hour and a half throughout the whole night.
That was what you love about it?
No.
Tell me what you don't like.
I'm actually doing fine.
Good.
Which is surprising.
Okay.
So we'll see if I feel fine later in the day.
Yeah.
Because that could be an issue.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm like, feeling pretty spry.
Good. Because you really don't need that for the 4 kilometers we're going to walk today.
Yeah.
Because God gave us 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. and it's lovely to exist in both.
I know. But why do you love it?
Why do I love 7 a.m.? I don't.
Neither do I. This
Didn't
is just
you
an
say
act.
time?
This is all an act.
It's not real. Time is not real. Time is...
I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a...
We're headed to Astorga, which is where we will start our hike.
Good morning, sunshine. I hated that joke. Sunshine.
Oh.
Other way.
Jeremiah?
Oh, how the turntables.
Why do you love 7 a.m.?
So, I love 7 a.m. because I get to hang out with my friend Rachel, and I don't get to do that at 7 a.m. on other days. Camino.
Sunny, what's your favorite part of the trip so far?
Probably all of the really awesome cathedrals and sightseeing. It's been really fun. It's gorgeous.
Well, much of this town has become really comfortable for me, familiar to me, having walked this same section of Camino so many times. So it's just fun for me to be able to see these students get to know a new place, for them to see some of the really amazing kind of tourist sites that are in Astorga as well. And so it was a great morning to be able to see them get to know a place that I very much love.
Where are we at?
I thought you were done recording. Oh, look at that poppy field. No, like
Rachel!
Huh?
Oh,
Hey,
where
it's
are
me.
we?
Welcome to my crib.
In Astorga.
We are in Astorga. We're in a park. We are in Astorga.
Think about it.
In a little park in Astorga, waiting for the chocolate museum to open.
The gaudy castle that's right across the street from the cathedral in Astorga is actually a bishop's palace, and you can go in and see much of the palace now, and many of our students took the opportunity to go in and check out this beautiful piece of architecture, and also lots of the church's history there as well.
What'd you say it was called?
Like well, in Germany, they're like the Glockenspiels.
Okay.
And honestly, Glockenspiels, yeah.
Let our expert speak.
Oh, yeah, Glockenspiels are they're like electronic clocks. Yeah, they have like almost like automatons in them that like do little like skips and little dances whenever the clock like hits. It's kind of creepy. I don't know if these ones actually do that, but they remind me of that.
España.
Hey guys. Day.
What are we doing today?
Day cuatro. We are beginning our journey today, and I'm so excited to start walking. Is that good?
So tell me, Sunny,
Yes.
do you feel like a true pilgrim yet?
Not yet, I think, because maybe we just started.
But give me maybe till tomorrow.
Okay.
And I probably will have a different answer.
So tomorrow you'll feel like a true pilgrim.
Maybe after our biggest hike day.
Well, tomorrow, yes, you will be a true pilgrim.
Tomorrow's our biggest day, right?
No.
Okay.
But it's a hard day.
It's up a mountain.
What's that?
It's up a mountain.
Yes, it will be up a mountain.
Will it really?
Yes.
I'm excited.
It will be 13 miles up a mountain, and the 13 miles up a mountain, and the last 3 miles will make you want to die.
I want to.
How about you, Katie? Do you feel like a pilgrim yet?
I will when I start using these
When
babies.
you start moving to the trekking
Then I'll
poles?
feel like a pilgrim, a real pilgrim.
That will be the mark of the true pilgrim.
Yes. It's just not quite working on the cement sidewalk. So.
Right, so we need to probably get some rubber tips for you.
Yes, and we need to get into the country.
Yes, that won't happen today.
The countryside. All right, all city today.
Yeah.
Are we passing? Or is this just a sign? We're not passing like in or out. It's just a sign.
These pilgrims barely got their feet wet today on this little short walk, but tomorrow, as they make that 13 miles up to Fonsapadon, they're going to get a real taste of Camino.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Camino Guide YouTube channel.
What the frick is up, YouTube? We're back again with another banger video. Tonight is the 3 a.m. walk challenge.
It's like a fisheye.
Don't try at home. It's never been done before. She cried. Gone wrong. Gone sexual? Question mark. Emotional. She cried. Police called.
All right, the end.
Up and ready for rumbling. There's the beginning. Yay. Sunset step 1.
Sunrise.
Oh yeah. Other way. My feet already hurt.
Well, Buen Camino pilgrims, we have just started. We started in Murias de Richaldo. Y'all can make fun of me on that one in the comments. But anyway, we just started and we are going up at Fonsapadon. We've got everybody out walking. In fact, I think the walk this morning scared them a little bit because everybody was out of the albergue by like 6:30, 6 o'clock. So anyway, we got a good walk ahead of us today. You can see if there's a few people behind me back there. And we are off on our Camino. So we'll see you in Santiago, I guess. So tell me, Tori, do you feel like a true pilgrim?
I do!
Yeah? When did you begin to feel like a true pilgrim?
I'm not gonna lie, it was when I had to go search for Jessalyn's fanny pack all over Creation and Leon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were already feeling like a pilgrim days ago.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Jessalyn was just trying to like ease us into it, I guess.
Yeah. That definitely helps to have a friend to lose crap for you.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah. How about you, Hannah? When did you feel like a true pilgrim?
Yesterday when Dad was at Juan, was that his name?
Yes, Juan at the...
Yeah, when he was telling about how it's about the journey and how there are 3 Caminos.
Yeah.
And I just really felt a part of it.
How did he describe the 3 Caminos?
He said the first week was like physical.
Yep.
And second week was emotional. Third week was spiritual. And he said that's when miracles happen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very common. And one of the ways that people started talking about it that way was because the first part of Camino Frances starts off with a lot of mountains, just like ours does actually. First day is like you climb the Pyrenees. And then the second, third is all flat and long. And that's why people say it's for the mind, because it's not hard, but you're walking forever every day. And then the third part, we're actually starting the third section today, which is Astorga, and it's back to mountains again. But the mountains aren't as hard this time because you've been going for a while. So in some ways, our path mimics some of that, because we have three really hard days, and then it will chill out and be kind of flat for a couple days, and then we go back up in the mountains again. So it's pretty cool.
You shall not pass.
So tell me, do we now feel like true pilgrims?
Not yet.
Yeah? Did you say not yet?
No, sir.
You want to be up the mountain first? Okay, all right. That hill right there didn't count.
You're answering our journaling prompts for us.
Am I?
Yeah. What the hell?
Honestly, I forgot that was even the prompt.
Actually, my life changed this morning.
Already?
I was so excited. I was so nervous to do 13 miles.
Yeah.
When we got here, I misheard them, and I thought they said we only walked 0.6 miles. And I was like, so I have no idea what distance is.
Oh.
And there's only 9 more miles left. My life is awesome.
You're feeling good already?
I feel the worst way to eat it. I'm the new Leah Burke.
Did they not teach you that in elementary school?
Like, do we need to have a little lesson
so hard,
class?
and it didn't work.
I just got complimented on my Spanish speaking skills, and I'm feeling pretty good.
I would feel good about that too.
So we've gone just past El Gonzo on the way up to Foncebadon, and I started out later than pretty much all the rest of my pilgrims, at about 7. Most of them got started early, and now we've started to pass some of those that are slower who started out earlier. So I'm mostly at the back. I think there's a couple folks behind me, but not many. But these students are fairly intimidated by how difficult the walk is, and they don't really know what to think about this mountain climb that they're doing today. So this is I think when you walk up to Roncesvalles from St. Jean, that's a pretty intimidating walk. Obviously, it's probably the hardest day of Camino Frances. Well, this isn't quite the same, obviously, but I think some of the feelings, some of the same anxieties that folks have about that walk up to Roncesvalles is with these students too, because this is, for many of them, it's their biggest climb ever. They'll get to Osobro in a couple days, but so a little bit of anxiety, but everybody seems to be doing really well, and haven't seen anybody that's struggling so far. But of course, we're only 6 miles in or something, so we got just started into kind of the steep part up to Rabanal, and then, as you probably already know, the walk up from Rabanal to Foncebadon gets pretty steep. But I've scared them a little bit. I told them it's going to make them want to die, which I think is a little bit of extreme, but it's better to have them feeling strong afterward, after a little fear, than the other way around.
Hello everybody, welcome to the interview with the Kaylee Rulong. Kaylee Rulong, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
First long hike of the trip.
Yep, been going rather slow.
Okay, slow and steady.
Solitude earlier.
Yes, how was that?
Nice. Oh, there's a cow over there.
Oh, look at that little cows.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah, talk to him.
Hola, vacas!
This is the real life image of Dr. Jeremiah Gibbs.
So some years I tell all the cows hello.
Oh, all of them individually?
Yeah, like every time you see them, you just yell out, "Hola vacas!"
Oh.
And they can hear you.
Interesting.
They speak Spanish.
Oh, yes, sí.
Yeah.
¿Tú hablas español?
Un poco.
Oh, so American. Anyways, back to Kaylee.
And it's like,
here's Olivia. Say hello, Olivia. Sorry, I'm panning very fast.
Like, he has
Okay.
like this like Facebook page
Back
that
on
people
Kaylee.
have made, just like
Kaylee,
and you can
what is
literally
your
just go up
why
on the
of
hill.
Camino?
Okay.
Or should I say, ¿Qué es tu por qué?
Like that. And so we found him and we like.
Well, when I was a freshman, Jeremiah convinced me, like, the first time I met him, to come with. Pretty much. Maybe the second time.
Love it.
Because I love Spanish culture and Latin culture.
What's your major?
Oh, I'm an art therapy student and a Spanish student.
Yes, queen.
I've been practicando mi español.
Kind of both sides. My grandparents, but mainly my dad's side.
And then I just kind of want a little push in my faith.
Do you feel like your pilgrimage has begun?
Yes, definitely this morning.
So we're all together.
Oh, yeah?
This
The
morning
start?
in particular. Yesterday I didn't really count because we didn't start in the morning time, I feel.
Right.
Like we started in the afternoon.
What did we do yesterday?
Yesterday we wandered around Astorga. We went to the Roman ruins and the chocolate museum and met our friend Toby.
Wait, Toby's gonna watch the videos now.
Hi Toby.
Hello Toby.
Yeah.
Toby is from Germany.
And then we went to mass at the Cathedral of Astorga, which was beautiful.
So beautiful.
Of wonderful people there.
Oh, Kaylee was greeted by a sweet little Catholic lady. And she was like, she was like, hello.
Yes, it was very sweet. She was so kind.
So kind.
A few people kind of did that.
Yeah. Very welcoming to us Americanos.
And
5 siblings.
Let's see. Oh, we went to the Palace of Gaudi, which was very cool. One of 3 buildings of his outside Catalonia.
Oh yes, tell us more.
One of 3 buildings of his outside of Catalonia.
Okay.
And we saw one of the other ones in Lyon.
My oldest sister, her house is
Casa
like literally
de
5 minutes away from my house.
Godinas or something like that. I don't know where the third one is, but
And my second oldest sister,
Love it.
and then my friends who are going to Barcelona will see his other big buildings and his little district of all of the
this bar has a bathroom.
mosaic stuff.
Yes.
It's very fun. I'm very excited for them.
Yes, us too. We are now approaching a bar. Everybody say hello. Larissa, it's Larissa's takeover today. So this is all you, Jeremiah.
That's really close. So you guys gonna go up to town then?
Yeah. I think
Okay, there's a few bars up there. We'll find some up there.
Ribbonal del Camino.
Was this the town he was talking about?
What do you mean?
Like up on the hill? Is that way up, I think?
After this is way up the hill.
Okay.
Where we're staying is
So Mallory, how was your pilgrimage so far?
It's good.
Why was it good?
So I have been able to like talk to a lot of new people and just like get to know people on a deeper level and like figure out like why they're also on the Camino and just kind of like what they want to do with their lives, and it's really interesting. And then
Are these people in our group or are these people outside?
yeah, in our group. And then Toby yesterday.
Yeah.
Live, love Toby. I've got to talk more with Rach and just like be with her, which is fun because I love her.
Oh, you're recording. The camera's too close to you to be seen. You're not in it, so.
And then today, I don't know, I have like mantras that I keep saying to myself.
Okay.
And
like, give us an example.
The funny one is, you're not special. Because I'm like, so many people have like done this, and like so many people have done it with like less than what we have, and so like what makes me special that I won't be able to finish it? I was like, no, I'm not special. And so I keep like saying like, no, I'm not special, no, I'm not special. And then another one is God give me the strength, because like I don't need more strength than I like need, you know, and he'll like supply just enough, and like he'll like show me
need his strength, like the strength. That I don't want all of it. I just want enough to like get me through. And I really like that. And then I cried. So Rachel and I were like walking like a couple meters.
Yeah.
The non-metrics. I know. We were like walking, and the like fence with all the crosses on it. I don't know. I just like kind of like stood there and cried for a little bit, and I was like, "This is amazing," and it was really fun.
Why was that? Besides the fact that it was a connection to your faith, was there something else about that? Like, why was the process?
It was just like, like so many people like have this hope and have this faith that they've like taken this journey, and like just seeing all those crosses, like they were each put up by somebody new, and like each person has their own story, and like yet they still believe in the same God. And it was just like crazy to me, and it was just like, he is real. Like all my like any doubts that I had about like this not being like as like cool as you made it out to be, it was like oh, and we were talking, and it was so funny. I was like, did Jeremiah like lie at all? Like did he like make it seem extra scary so that we'd like feel better about it? Or is he like telling the truth and we're about to like get our butts kicked?
Probably all of that is probably true. I probably piped it up a little bit. I'm looking at the veggie. But it is also hard.
Okay. But I'm not special.
You're not special.
I'm not special.
Literally. I mean, that's the thing. If you look, that's actually more wise than you know. If you think about this section right here, on average, 100,000 people a year walk across this mountain. Not 100,000, because a lot of people sorry. Let's make it 75,000.
Okay.
So 75,000 people a year walk across that mountain. Why would you not be able to walk across
exactly. It? Just like,
and many of them in far less health than you.
Yeah.
Good.
Took my order.
That's good. Smart thinking.
Also, orange juice. Very good.
Oh yeah. You guys, get the orange juice everywhere.
On my glass. It's delicious.
It's good calories. It's delicious. You can't get it. You can't get it very many places.
It helps my blood sugar.
Sure.
Hello. What do you think is your worst trait?
My worst trait.
Yes.
Okay. Are we gonna record our conversation about our worst trait?
Sure. we said ours. We've been talking
so
about
only
it.
mine, huh? Okay. All right. My worst trait is probably I sometimes get, I'll use the word greedy. I don't know if that's the right word. Greedy with opportunity, and do things that I should just say no, but I'm like, oh, that seems too cool. I have to do that.
The trouble of like saying no and taking too much on your plate.
Yeah, taking no to things, saying no to things that I should just say no to. Yeah. How about you, Emma? What was your?
Me and those were like kind of similar, but like just like taking on like other people's like burdens like way too like heavily.
Yeah.
And then like mine also kind of stemmed from like also being like comfortable like around people and like being willing to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
And like having that aspect in my life has like always been like a struggle to just like open up and be like, it's okay to like have these deep conversations. It doesn't always have to be like a surface level like conversation. Yeah. And just like I even told her that like sometimes I get very nervous when I'm just like talking to somebody one-on-one. Like what if I run out of things to say? Like and then the conversation just kind of goes like dead.
Water station. That's where we're going.
So we're almost to Poiema, but as you might have guessed, it's raining up here. Still beautiful mountains, of course, but as we huff and puff up the mountain, it's a cold rain. So yeah, not as miserable as the hail and sleet when I came up in 2019, but still cold and rainy. So far, these two wonderful young people have not threatened my life. So we're hoping we'll be there pretty soon. I think we got about a mile. And yeah, not so bad, but not wonderful.
We're doing so good.
Yay! A little hut to get away from the rain for a little while. There's Jeremiah, Lee, and Emma. Yay! We're halfway up this mountain.
We're gonna make it.
Yay!
We are almost there. In fact, I just saw Poiema Designs. I hope you can see that off in the distance there. We are obviously not very far out now. It did rain basically all the way from Rabanal up to Poiema Designs. So not a fun walk. It actually has only been a little chilly, but it has been pretty rainy. But even though that's not the conditions we like to walk in, at least not the conditions I like to walk in, this is such a beautiful section of Camino. I think the way up to Cruz de Ferro and the way down from Cruz de Ferro are probably some of the most beautiful walk on the whole of Camino. So you can see the mountains behind me there. We had a good walk, 13 miles down from Murias, and yeah, so it's really great to get to know these students. I got to talk a lot with Leah and Emma. I mentioned in one of my getting to know you videos that these are two that I didn't know much about these guys, but such wonderful, vulnerable conversation. Talked about embarrassing things we wish we were done differently, areas we want to grow, and so really rich conversation up the mountain today, and a good walk. So far, I don't know of any of my pilgrims that are really struggling. I'm sure that there might be some back behind that are struggling today, because it is a hard walk. But so far, I don't know any of those. So we'll see when we get up here to the albergue whether we have any problems. So yeah, good walk. So I want to talk a little bit about the economy of Camino and what this has done, because if you read in any of the older books, some of the old memoirs that are more than a decade or so old, talks about Poiema Designs. It's like a scary place. I remember one of the books, might be Kevin Codd's book, where he says this was known as the place of the wild dogs. Like that this was a place that people were generally pretty scared to come. It was kind of there was nothing left in this town. But now, Poiema Designs is quite a kind of happening place. I'll turn around so you can see it in the background there, and I'll show you some footage of the town as well. But there are many of these towns in Galicia that would probably cease to exist at all if it wasn't for the economy that Camino has brought back to them. This used to be a dirt road. Now you can see it's a paved road into town. There's many new buildings in the town, as well as some albergues that are built in older buildings, rehabbed. But a lot of money has come into this town because of Camino, and it's kind of a picture of what much of Galicia, how much of Galicia has been helped by the economy of pilgrimage. So anyway, Camino is a spiritual journey, but this is how people earn their living.
Over there. Kind of walked all the way from down there up here. Woo! This is where we're staying.
the rain was obviously close up, but like I didn't hate it. It wasn't like yeah. I was surprised. Yeah, and it wasn't windy.
The shoes.
Mira a las zapatos. And she's on the ground. Jeremiah's gonna love this 3-minute video.
That was like before Infinity War came out. And so
What's up? Hey, what's up? Talk to me.
Will you pluck my eyebrows, please?
Yeah.
No!
Is that I don't know what they're doing, and I don't know why this became party night, but we're clearly in party night.
And it is currently 10:29. Oh look, there's me and my cute friends.
For the record, all of you pilgrims out there that are going to be mad that we are being super loud, we own the entire albergue tonight, so...
I don't know if I'd say we own it. We rent it.
Excuse you, we own this place, okay.
It's our house tonight. So, yeah, so I know you're mad about everybody being loud tonight.
Have people... Oh, Kaylee, I actually interviewed today. Rachelli has been interviewed already. Mr. Joe took us on a tour.
It was a very short tour.
It was a very short tour. Actually, Joe, let's interview. Let's
see
interview
if he
you.
can interview while he does her eyebrows.
Alrighty, let's begin with the first question. Joseph, what is your why?
I knew you were gonna go there. My why is finding out my why.
That was deep.
Thank you, commentary. I feel like I am at a place where I have a lot of decisions in front of me. And this past year, first year of university, I've grown a lot, but I've also just had a lot of questions. I feel like a lot of people come to Camino with the need or desire for healing, which is definitely true, but I feel like for me it's been more of a gradual process of coming to know myself and the people that I'm with and like what my path looks like. And it was never like an event or something that I'm thinking back to kind of just hoping, praying for clarity for coming back to my faith.
Jeremiah?
Yes, Larissa.
I don't feel like you get interviewed often on here. What do they not know about you?
What do they not know about me?
He's a great dancer.
You know what? I don't think anybody from YouTube knows about my dancing skills.
We did.
And it needs to stay that way.
Or how cool I am. Like when I say, like I don't say words like "for shizzle."
He does.
On my channel. I say them a lot around you because I want you to know I'm cool. But I haven't told anybody on the channel that I'm cool.
Oh, so that's the thing that no one knows about you, is that you're cool?
Well, yeah. No one knows that. Guys. And then this shirt is a quick dry long sleeve shirt designed by the Kaylee Rulong. Where's she at? Oh, there she is. Kaylee designed this guy.
What are you doing with that?
And that line drawing of the cathedral will soon be tattooed next to
That's cool.
My next to my
designing his tattoo. How does that make you feel? Tell us how that makes you feel.
It is very cool to have someone tattoo your work, because then it's like every time they look at it, they think of me.
I am gonna think of you. So AJ, you were a bit nervous going into this about some of your ability to do well with the hiking and so on.
My physical eminence. Many physical eminence.
But I got the sense today that you felt different.
Yes.
Why?
I'm not sure. The 10-mile practice hike, I was huffing and puffing by the 3rd mile, felt dead inside, wanted nothing but to get out. And today, I don't know if it was because like there were so many sights to see and we weren't just walking in the woods with nothing to see.
Yeah.
But like I was walking in 3-mile increments, feeling like it was nothing. And then I would keep checking and I'd be like, oh, I only have 10 more left. And then like, I only have 3 more left.
Yeah.
And then it was, I don't know, there was something completely different about it. I think you overhyping it also helped a lot because I was really expecting like, I'm going to die, and then I didn't. So yeah, it was definitely different. I also walked with somebody who forced me to walk slower for my own good because I walk super fast anyway, but with my knee I know that's not good, like especially on this terrain.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was
because
really nice.
If you want to go long,
you go slow. And my brain is very get it done as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good stuff moving you. Step 3, grow hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Well, good morning, pilgrims. I have to tell you that one thing that's predictable is that the weather on top of the mountain will not be, oh, hold on. Let's see what this little guy's about. Ooh. One thing that you can be sure of is that the weather on top of the mountains will not be what you expected. So not last year, 2019 when I was here, we had an inch of ice when we left Poiema. And it snowed and iced overnight. Now we are in the middle of a lot of fog. It's about 45 degrees Fahrenheit right now. So I think as soon as the sun comes up, the fog will be gone. But it'll be a bit of fog as we get up to Crucifero, just only about 1.5 miles from here. So that'll be a nice time together, but not the iconic, beautiful shots maybe that you're used to seeing.
Never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. It's how you walk.
We are taking Instagram photos.
Parkour it. Banana! Breakfast 1 of the day. Yay! What's your breakfast?
So freaking cool.
That is super cool. Wow. I know. That's the sad part.
3 seconds ago. Oh my gosh.
I literally took a video of the fog, put the camera off, and then I just turned it back on. And it's like a whole different... I didn't even realize we're walking next to this at all. That's where we came from.
Are you having a fun time, Addie?
I am.
Why
I was
are you
listening.
having fun?
I got to listen to some music before the signal went out.
Okay.
It was very peaceful.
Yeah.
At least trying to get a cow.
Well, on the way down from Cruz de Ferro, you have opportunity to meet Thomas, and Thomas believes he is the last of the Knights Templar. A bit of an odd claim, but explains really his understanding of his call to protect the pilgrims, and a nice place to get a cup of coffee, kind of an oddity, a bit of a hero really on Camino. And you've probably seen the signs outside of his home, outside of his bar here, that kind of show people the way to Santiago, but a neat place to stop on your way down the mountain. Pretty incredible. We had quite a bit of fog this morning, as you saw, and
we actually had the fog clear up just as we got to one of the best lookouts on the way down to El Acebo. So that was really cool. And we are just now, actually saw, oh, I can see El Acebo there. Actually, I'll turn the camera around so you can see it too. So when you come over the mountain there, if you look carefully, you can see the flags of El Acebo just over the mountain. And now we're close enough, we can actually see the buildings. But El Acebo is a picturesque, beautiful little town. Great food at that little alberga on the right. And so I really love coming in here, and it's one of my fond memories from my first Camino as well. So looking forward to our second breakfast this morning.
First view of El Acebo. I didn't get the sign as we entered.
If you've never heard anyone talk about it, this way down in the Poiema Seca, the kind of decline down this rough path, is definitely one of the roughest terrains on all of Camino Frances. And if it's ever wet, this can be quite slick and quite dangerous. But even when it's dry, the rough terrain and the steep decline can be pretty hard on both your knees and your ankles. So be careful on your way down. There's really no way to capture how steep it is with the video, but it's certainly, you can get a glimpse of it from the images that we've taken here.
Poiema Seca.
Definitely the reward for a long day downhill, some kind of rough walking on your body, is this really cool town in Poiema Seca. Definitely worth the walk, and a great day for both food and a chance to see some of this beautiful town.
River.
It looks like you're... Currently, Emma and Thomas are being good citizens of Spain, taking plastic out of the river. Better plan.
It's a canal in Spain. Yay! Canal! It's a wild Jeremiah, I think. Yeah, I think it is Jeremiah.
If there's baseball guys here, we walk up there.
Got it. There's another group of horses. I like that we act like we've never seen a horse in our lives.
We do that with every animal that gets thrown.
Tell us about how you had a great day, AJ.
I had a really good day, and I didn't cry at all. I actually didn't cry. I did not cry. But I definitely didn't start actually screaming out loud at one point.
Crying will come later.
Yeah.
Are we at the river? Yeah.
You got some color back in your legs again.
We got back in after you left. Did you really? Yeah, we did. They wanted to have a competition who could stay in longer.
You missed it. Can you tell me what in your backpack you think you might want to leave at home next time?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't need as many Q-tips or as much Vaseline as I thought I did.
Okay.
All my clothes I'm using. I think I packed pretty well, pretty efficiently.
Okay.
Not as many shampoos and conditioners.
Yeah. How about you guys? Do you have anything that you wish you'd brought or wish you'd left at home?
Like a shower cover up. Now I just have to change into clothes right away.
Oh.
I wish I brought one of those.
Is your towel not big enough to cover up with?
Oh, it works, but like,
okay.
It would have been nice to, or just have like a lounging outfit too.
Yeah, I brought a beach towel size towel for that reason.
And an extra pair of sock liners.
Oh, I
forgot to wash mine last night, so I don't have sock liners.
I don't know. So far I've used everything I brought, except for like Band-Aids.
Anything you wish you'd brought?
Snacks.
Fair enough.
Camino pilgrims, we have just set off from Moana Seca. Had a good night last night. Everybody went out and had a nice dinner here in town together, and got back kind of late to the albergue and did our team meeting and everything kind of late, but it's just been, it was a good day yesterday. You know, students are, they took on yesterday pretty well. It is hard, I think, coming down that mountain if you're not used to doing this, and they all reacted pretty well, so that was really encouraging. I'm hoping that today we're going to get to see the castle here in Ponferrada, maybe walk in the basilica. I think some of the Catholics may go to Mass. We didn't have anywhere for Mass yesterday, so maybe they'll go to Mass today for something of a makeup. But then we will be heading off to Campanaraya. Albergue La Medina is one of my favorites, mostly because of the food. There's nothing particularly special about it. It has a courtyard out back, which is great for time together, but you know, otherwise it's not there's nothing special about it other than great food and great hosts. If you'll see these trees are known as wedding trees. And the reason they're known as wedding trees is that they take and graft the branches of two different trees together so that they sort of hold hands. And you'll see them in a lot in Galicia. I actually have a whole bunch of them in Leon as well. But they're kind of cool as they line the streets and make this kind of chain of trees along the way. Probably one of the most interesting things for me about this Camino is how many times you all have come up to me and introduced yourself and said hi. It's been really a privilege getting to know folks. I've only been out here maybe 3 or 4 days, and I've already gotten to meet about 15 people who recognized me from making these videos. So thank you for those of you that have come up. Chuck Hartman, I'll put his YouTube in the description. He's got some great videos from his Camino. He walked from St. John, and he recognized me in Leon. We saw each other yesterday, got a chance to have a meal together last night, and so it's really cool to be able to hear his story of walking the way, a very faithful Catholic man. And so I would certainly encourage you to check out some of the videos he made. He has a lot of videos on his channel of some of the Catholic churches, as that's obviously someone that he's very passionate about. I do have now a Camino guide stamp for your passport, so if any of you recognize me out there on a Camino, I plan to have the stamp with me And if you want your credentials stamped, it's kind of fun to pretend like I get to be an albergue owner or something.
How are you, friends?
So excited.
Never even looked for that castle in the skyline. So the truth is, you can't really leave college students for even 1 minute. Had to go into the bar, or sorry, I had to go into the I had to go in to get some ibuprofen at the pharmacy, and when I catch up to them, this is what I find.
Here, Jocelyn, I'll get on this other side of you. Mallory, coming up with you.
Okay.
Are you all the way up?
That's gonna be in my head on repeat going up this little hill.
Yeah.
You are special.
Now,
I'm not special.
I'm gonna be at the back saying, I am fatter. I am fatter. And then when I get to the top, I'll say, but I can do hard things too.
Yeah!
Been along the side of the road with me for like I don't know how long, but I just realized that it has a little gate, and then behind that gate is some type of like field, and so here's one of the gates here, and then it looks like they open the gate and the water then goes into the field into some divots that they made with a plow in order to water the plants that they're growing. So I thought that was interesting. I think I accidentally missed Poiema, but here's Colombrianos. I believe it's a suburb. New suburbs, suburb, Fuentes Nuevas. Feel the poppies. I'm dying, but I have about...
So currently we are on one of the least fun parts of Camino Frances. This is walking out of Ponferrada over to Campanaraya. And as you can see, it gets pretty hot. There's no shade. Of course, you're also walking in a mountain range and it's beautiful. But it's a long way back here. So if you're ever walking out of Ponferrada late in the day, know that it gets a bit hot back here. There's not a lot of water sources. And we learned a little lesson today. You can learn from your Camino guide that the castle in Ponferrada is closed on Mondays. So we didn't get to go through that. So they're all gonna have to just trust me about how cool it is and how amazing they would feel if they walked through. But yeah, so we're about a mile and a half, I think, from finishing for the day. And staying at Albergue La Medina in Campanaraya. La Medina's one of my favorites just because of great food and a great courtyard. So we're gonna spend the afternoon eating good food and drinking some beer and talking about our blisters. So, buen camino.
No, worried about what do I have to do next, what's going on there.
Keep it.
Just take it easy.
Tell us about your blister situation.
I have blisters again. They hurt.
But she's surviving because we're in Spain. Oh my gosh, that is so close.
I look bald.
Here, I have the better angle.
What the heck? Jeremiah leaving his shit around once again.
What's up? Come on. It took me about 10 seconds too long to register that was actually like recording it on.
You should be ashamed.
Welcome to Joseph and Larissa's hair tutorial.
Should I turn around?
You're in Joe's hair salon, Joe's Cuts, for sure.
Joe's, hashtag Joe's Cuts. But like down here, because I'm wearing a hat.
Joe's Cuts, because like it's a video, so like we have the cuts.
Yeah.
All right, walk us through what you're doing, Joseph.
So right now we're just gathering the hair. That's the official term, gathering. Like a sheepdog gathers sheep. We have all the hair gathered. So we take the ponytail that is on our wrist. Get a nice close-in shot of this. This is where the action is.
Ignore my
all right.
hair.
So then you take this ponytail, goes by many different names, elastic or just band.
Hair tie.
Hair tie. Wrap it around. This is the tricky part. You got to twist.
Wow, that was some fancy handwork.
For all those future fathers or women or guys with long hair, here you go. This is where it's at.
Inclusive, Joe.
Thank you.
And to tell you about how I think about, or what I think about this, I think that he's doing a great job. I appreciate him for compensating for my laziness. What is happening? Joe,
happening.
why is she smiling?
He accidentally cut your hair off.
Oh.
Bum bum. And half.
And
we're out.
Off.
Hey guys! Welcome back to our channel. Hey guys, it's the trio. It's J-A-L, also known as Laj. We are now trying to catch up to our group. No, we are living lavish on our own because we don't need no one. Another hack for your first Camino guide, or first Camino walk, is be okay with being alone, okay?
I mean, walking with a group is so fun, but being in solitude is great for the mind, great for the soul, most for the faith.
Have you recognized that you need to be with some people because you're going through it? Be with some people.
If you are religious, if you're not religious, you are never alone.
Amen,
you
amen.
are always with the Lord.
Amen, amen.
Hence, this is an example. He's purposefully falling back so he can have some own solitude, and then we wait up for him.
Yay. We're back, folks. We are with Larissa Brenneman and Alicia Arcana. We have the battle of the
Be careful, we're gonna mow you down.
poles.
Mow you down?
Let's see who can balance longer. Ready, set, go. Okay, we have a winner. Let's see if she can make it past Larissa's point just for fun.
Are you kidding me?
Oh. And we are the champions. So how does it feel to be a loser?
You know what? It feels great because I'm fine with losing because of hashtag no pride, hashtag humility.
And we're back. As you can probably see, Miss Alicia Arcana is videoing. Tell us why you're videoing and who that video is for.
So I hope this is the question that you're asking me, I don't know. So I've taken a video of us walking just like straight in like every, oh, we're getting like a pano camera action, in like every different landscape. So hopefully I'll be able to piece them all together and it'll be like of all the different beautiful places we've seen.
You said it would be like what?
Of all the beautiful places we've seen.
Okay. No, you gotta take a bite. We took a bite together.
The Camino's all about suffering and community.
Yes, yes.
I have no nails. This is sad.
You just need a little nibble off the top to realize that something's wrong. Oh my gosh, it sounded like an apple. She actually ate it.
Oh, is that a wild Rachel? We have to go catch her.
You gotta speak it in Australian.
Oh, blimey. Oh.
Where's Larissa?
That was aggressive.
No.
Tell us a joke.
My life.
We're back, folks, with Alicia Arcana and Rachel Krause.
Rachel, would you recommend someone to do the Camino?
Yeah.
For what reasons?
Spiritual growth.
And then
You are getting the worst angles of me.
And there you have it, folks. Back to you, Joseph.
Hi guys, I just wanted to take this moment and kind of just like sing to you a lullaby.
No.
So.
No.
These poor people.
Look at his pear. Do you see his little pear? He had a Spanish pear yesterday and decided to keep the little stickers.
Oh boy, Camino Pilgrims. We are walking today for a pretty short day. We're going from Campanaraya to Villafranca del Bierzo. And I'm using my phone right now because the students took my GoPro back there. So if this looks way different, that's why. But yesterday, in the heat of the day, I think, and having just come down from the mountain the day before, lots of muscles sore and stuff, had some spirits that were down for sure. But I think we did some pep talking and had some good conversation. And then for the most part, I think everybody's ready to hike today. But you know, we're going so short. Today's only a 9-mile day. So one of the things with a group like this is I found that there's always going to be a couple that can't sort of keep up with the pace of everybody else. So end up having to put some shorter days in there. And that's okay. I don't mind doing that.
the reality is, I think most of these pilgrims could do far more than they believe they can do. So they don't necessarily think that they can make it every day. And I imagine that's some of you too, some of you that just have some fears about whether you can make this way or not. But I'm confident that you can. And Camino is largely about taking just one more step and one more step and one more step after that. And then eventually we arrive in Santiago. So that's what I'm doing today. You can see behind me there, the colors came out in that. We're in this vineyard here, walking on the way to Villafranca. It's a really beautiful day, walking through the vineyards. And today's a particularly gorgeous day. It's supposed to get up to the 80s today, but you know, it's only, I don't know what the temperature is now, but it's not, it's kind of a cool, nice morning. So anyway, some of my pilgrims there coming up from behind. Those are not the ones that have my GoPro, but some of my students there. So anyway, buen camino. Hi, Mal.
Hi.
So,
Camera's gone.
yeah, my camera's pretty much gone, so you're gonna use the iPhone here. But so how's your morning so far?
It's been good. I danced this morning.
You did dance, I saw you.
Took a COVID test this morning.
You did take your COVID test. And how did your COVID test come out?
It was negative.
That's good.
I've lost my, kind of lost my voice, which is really weird. But I think it's with, the altitude changes.
Yeah, very well. It could be.
Yeah.
Just
and,
temperature changes a
allergies.
lot, too.
Yeah. But it's been good so far.
Good.
Keeping my own pace.
Yeah.
Doing fantastic. It's pretty.
It's a very pretty walk.
Not as pretty as Cruz de Ferro Day, but
no.
It's still pretty.
Yeah, I understand.
Why does this man do this to himself over and over and over again?
Right.
Jeremiah, what was your original why?
My original why?
Yeah, the first time you
like
did it.
first time I took it. So
you zoom too, what the heck?
yeah, I go faster than most. That's mostly just because of the Marine Corps though. Like the Marine Corps, they missed to make us run. My feet would be covered in blisters every single time.
Oh.
Like, in fact, because we would do like 4.5 miles an hour.
Ew.
And in full gear. And I had cotton socks and my feet would be blistered from head to toe, or from like front to back. And it was miserable. So I hated hiking actually. But that's why I go fast. So we did. But my first time was, we used to do this pilgrimage to Taizé, France. Not a walking pilgrimage, it was a silent pilgrimage. Oh. So you would go to Taizé and you would pray twice a day or 3 times a day. Had sort of spirituality discussions with other young adults. And we'd only have like 6 or 8 people sign up. There weren't very many people that wanted to go. Hola. Buen camino. So the numbers were small. And I just told my colleagues at the time, I don't want to put all this work into it if 6 people are going to go. So we started investigating other pilgrimages. Looked at Rome, continued to consider Taizé. Jerusalem at the time was not safe, so we kind of put that out. We did consider journeys of Paul, like going through Turkey and Greece. But at the end of the day, hola, buen camino. So at the end of the day, there was this book that we read in CVOC class, which I'm sure you'll take next semester.
No thanks.
But we were reading this book by Donald Miller, where he hikes up Machu Picchu, and then he bikes across America.
Oh.
And he was with a group, and the students were super excited about it, like just intrigued, you know? Excited's maybe the wrong word, intrigued. So I originally looked at the Appalachian Trail, and frankly, it scared me because I was afraid that we'd have people, like have a group of 15 people out there and not have enough water.
Yeah.
Or not have enough food. So it just seemed more dangerous. And then I came back to Camino, which I'd heard about many years earlier from pastor friends. And started looking at Camino again and realized it was just right. It made the support, having bars and food and hostels, made it much easier to plan for students and also safer.
Yeah.
And then of course the spirituality was just built in. If we'd walked the Appalachian Trail, we would have needed to build in the spirituality to it. And with Camino, the spirituality was already there. So it just made sense. So yeah, I came in 2014 then to do a quick investigation trip. And then in 2015 brought my first group of students. So.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, folks. We're here with the Camino guide, getting real close here. Whoa. We're on day 4, and I just have one question for you. How's the walk felt so far?
Today's walk has been delightful because I've been hanging out with Mallory.
Mallory, tell me about Mallory.
Mallory is a delightful little bundle of joy.
Delightful is a pun because she works at Delight.
Oh, she is a part of Delight Ministries on campus, and she's a delightful young woman. So yeah, we've had great conversations. I had great conversations with Rachel early, but then we got split.
Uh-oh.
Whoops.
And then tell me about the food. What did you just eat? We have the remnants.
Yeah, well, that was actually not mine. That was belonging to some of the ladies who found a fruit store over here. But I had the bacon and eggs, which, as you can see, has no remnants.
No even crumbs.
Yeah, I ate all the crumbs. In fact, I took the bread like a good American and sopped up all the crumbs
As
with
a
the
good
bread.
American, you have to.
That's right.
All right. Well, this has been Jeremiah Gibbs, the Camino guide.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
But we do.
Hey mom, hey dad, love you. I'm living my best life. # never coming home. Say hi to my dogs. Oh, hi and my Chloe, dog. Hi Pixie, hi Minnie. This is the cutest house.
That's what I was just saying.
I love this house. Hey MTV, welcome to my future house. I don't live in it yet, but I will. I love it.
So this morning, I ate the pilgrim breakfast in La Medina, and I hate pilgrim breakfast. So fortunately, we were able to find a nice little bar open in Cacabelos. It's probably not how it's said. I know you can make fun of me later. But anyway, so found a nice little bar, and now we are about to walk out of Cacabelos on to Villafranca. Going to Villafranca.
Tietos? I don't know.
It's kind of a tricky spot. You can follow the road up that way and you will arrive in Villafranca. I think it's about the same distance, but it's on the road. Or you can follow the arrows going this way and you will get the nice walk through the vineyard. So you are Bernie, right?
Yes, that's right.
From Australia?
Yes.
And how many times have you walked, Bernie?
I've walked this once, and I've walked the Portugal coastal route once.
So you went Frances once and Portugal once?
Yes.
Okay. And you've now ridden from?
I've ridden from Pamplona through to Santiago.
Okay.
And there's been the hills have been very challenging on a bike. I only had to get off and walk twice.
Okay. So you're making it up the hills, just
I'm stupid
most
or,
of them.
Stupid or stubborn, one of the two you
right?
choose. But yeah, most of them are rideable.
Yeah.
I carry about 12 kilos on the back.
Okay. So you're not shipping anything ahead, you just have all of it on the bike?
Yes.
So what's your preference? Do you like riding it or walking it better?
Probably riding it.
Okay.
I'm not sure why. I think you sometimes see a little bit more.
Okay.
Because you can roll down hills, look around, stop whenever you like.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can take a detour. I have been lost, but not so much lost as in can't find my way. It was just the route that it said to take your bike was off the beaten track, but it ended up pretty much similar to this.
Yeah.
In the vineyards, so it was good deviation.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I have never biked it. I don't know if I will. But are you a biker normally, like back home?
Yes.
Okay, so you're used to that.
I ride to work, so when the weather's fine, it's 37 k's trip to work, so I do that frequently. I enjoy it.
That's great.
The only thing about the Camino is you do get a sore bum.
Yeah.
So, but the legs are holding up, so
yeah, that's great.
It's not too bad.
That's great. Well, thanks for letting me talk with you and introducing you to folks.
Yeah, it's good.
Would you like to speak, Thomas?
That was steep.
Dr. Williams and Hannah in one.
Whoever wants to sleep together. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, but the whole time, like, what if her hands were really loose on it? And like, is she just like pushing it and then pushing it along? Like, and then really sat on it. Like, please, I have that got a bendy straw with my orange juice. Is it flashing? Oh,
it's recording.
So Jeremiah has some friends over there. This man came over. He said, there's 2 people from Puerto Rico that have watched your videos for forever. You need to go meet them. So Jeremiah, in conclusion, is famous. He's talking to them right now.
Look at him go.
So tell me a story about today, Tori.
Story about today. We did sit here and eat dinner. We've been here for hours now with no bill.
We stopped at every single mountain so Tori could take a picture.
Okay, we did take a lot of pictures. Okay, it wasn't just me. Okay, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
We got to witness. I found a cat.
Jeremiah gets eat his ice cream and spill it everywhere.
I was eating it with a fork.
And then it.
What's his face said that there was not going to be enough bloopers, and I said, oh, you haven't seen our videos yet. How do I... Half this is going to be you trying to figure this out. I'm so bad. Welcome back to... How do I... What's it called? What's this Jeremiah Gibbs? Wait, what's
Camino guide.
Camino. Hey guys, welcome back to Camino. This isn't going well. How do I get it to stay?
Well, boy, Camino pilgrims, it's Jeremiah. We have just gotten up and moving. We are leaving Villafranca, headed to just to Las Reyes today. So it's only 20 kilometers, but that sets us up for the following day to go up Sombrero. So we are preparing ourselves, but Jeslyn and I have been a little bit faster paced than some of our friends. So we decided to get out today and just see how fast we can go. That is not a goal for your pilgrimage, by the way. It's not something you should be doing. In fact, if you ever watch the channel, you know I tell people don't do this. So I'm gonna trust that Jesslyn's gonna take care of her feet and slow us down if we have to. Because I know I will. So yeah, we're gonna see how fast we can bust out 20K. But first, we are gonna have to find breakfast out here somewhere because we didn't eat breakfast before we left. So anyway, if you've never left Villafranca, you actually have, if you've never been on Camino Frances, you have two choices. There is a split in the route. One is sort of the main Camino route and walks along this road basically all day. There will be a bit better sidewalk when we get to the intersection up here, but right now we're just walking literally right alongside the road. And then some people will take Camino Duro, which goes straight up the side of a mountain and back down again. And even though we like to walk fast, neither of us could figure out why anyone would ever want to do that. But if you love mountain views, I've had people go up there tell me it's very beautiful. We are not going up there. And now in all my Caminos, I've never gone up there because I'm not a glutton for punishment. So anyway, off we go. What are you thinking this morning, Jeslyn? How you feeling?
It's a little chilly outside.
Yeah.
But with going fast, warming up a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a beautiful morning. It's going to be a very nice day. I checked the weather.
What is the weather? I didn't look.
It's supposed to get up into high 70s and cloudy towards this afternoon.
Okay.
So I was like, that's peaceful weather.
Yeah. Most of our weather so far, we are here. This is like the 17th of May, something like that. Yes. We started on May 11th. And our weather, we've had a couple days that were above 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And most of our days have been in the 70s for the tops. So we've had just a little bit of chill in the morning. And then by the time you start moving, it's fine. But also by the time you stop for lunch, it's warm and nice to sit outside. So we do have some days that are gonna get up in the mid and high 80s later in the week. But right now, just enjoying this. So anyway, we'll show you some of our images, which I know are, this is kind of an odd walk because you're right on the highway. It's a beautiful area around you, but you also have all the cars. So, you know, it's a good way anyway. So, buen camino.
come up to a fountain like this, if you're going to drink all your water, make sure that it's either wet from having been used recently or you check it. You don't want to drink all your water and then find out that it's empty.
Today's supposed to be 12 then?
12.8. It's 20K. So, what do you think of your walk so far, Kyler?
So far, it's been pretty nice.
Why
it's
has
a lot
it been nice?
flatter than most of the days have been. So,
yeah,
there's not as much to like force uphill or downhill.
Yeah. How's your walk so far, Jesslyn?
I'm sweaty.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even that hot because we're going so fast.
Yeah.
It's still kind of sweaty.
So, I mean, definitely more exciting than the other days have been.
Yeah.
There's not even much of a view. I'm just happy to be
Just 'cause you're going
moving
faster.
faster.
So you like going faster instead of slower?
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of the softball sprinter in me. Saying, go faster, get there, be safe. Once you get back to the dugout, then you can relax.
Elizabeth, you seem to like going fast too, which actually surprised me a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that just like competitive or?
It's my normal walking speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fast.
So you don't feel like you're going fast. You're just
Not really,
just
no.
chilling.
That's what we were talking about at lunch.
Yeah.
Like, Thomas and Abby keep talking
About
like it's
like a competition or trying to get like a certain time on the mile.
And
I
we're
don't
just
care.
kinda like,
We're just walking.
We're walking fast, but it's not like we're pushing ourselves.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
happens, you know?
Yeah.
These ambas mistas. Fall in the river. It's the monon in Spain. And Vega del Vacarce. Woo! We are almost there for the day. Mile and a half, I think. We are here.
That's true.
Yeah. That's gonna be sad.
Like since I've been here, like I've just become so much more like excited about it, and I kind of thought that like while we were hiking it would be like kind of having to look for the beauty and like reminding myself that like that's why we're doing it, but like you can't miss it, and like that's what makes it worth it, I feel like. And the views have just like, I thought we'd come across like, oh, a great view every once in a while, but most of the time while you're hiking it's like you just can't look away from what's around you because it's just so beautiful.
I have enjoyed since like all we really are doing is walking. Well, walking is like not an easy feat. That's like all we have to do. So it does provide for like a lot of opportunity for new connections and like new friendships. So I've really liked that aspect, getting to know people. Like I've really gotten to know Leah very well. We've been kind of walking buddies this whole time, which has been very nice. And I've just enjoyed my time and the scenery and getting to know people, and yeah, it's been great.
Every day we have different conversations that make like each day new, as well as walking through different places, which has just been wonderful.
I've gotten to meet like a lot of cool people and just like gotten to know like the people I'm with like more and on a deeper level, and just got to like have time to grow in my faith independently. But then also like in the guided prayers that we do at night, it's also been like really fun to just like see how everybody worships and like prays differently, and it's really neat.
Hit that subscribe button, hit the like, punch that notification bell in the face, merch in the description below. We'll see you next time. Buen Camino!
Buen Camino pilgrims. It is morning here. We, my Caitlin and I, over here. Oh, there we go. Got you in there.
Caitlin and I left out of Las Areas about 6:30, and I did that on purpose, knowing that if you leave about 6 or 6:30 in May, I'm sure you can leave even earlier, later in the summer. If you leave about then, the first part from Las Areas is on the road, so it's easy to walk at night or walk in the dark. I don't really like walking in the dark on dirt paths, like on rock paths, but I knew we could get up here, and now it's daylight. Really for what I consider to be the first of the climb. You can see behind me there, it gets pretty serious after this. You may not be able to see perspective wise on that camera, but that is about, I can see it, just the distance that I can see is probably going up 20 meters, just in the part that I can see. So this is really where the climb really starts. In fact, if you see the kind of little hutch behind me, that can be a good signal for you if you're walking through this section that you are about to begin the crazy stuff. So yeah, so we've got a day here planned to Fria, which is on the other side of Sombrero. We just got started out about 6:30, and we will plan to be, it usually takes me about 2.5 or 3 hours to get from Las Areas to Sombrero. So if you're walking this section, know that it is going to take you a bit longer, especially if you're a big person like me. There's lots of rest breaks to keep the heart rate down going up this hill. But it's actually a beautiful, beautiful walk. And today, our weather, it's going to get up in about low 80s, I think, Fahrenheit by the end of the day. But today, it's just cool this morning, but certainly not cold. So I think as we go up the elevation, we'll get a little bit cooler, which will help because the sun comes up. So anyway, we're off the mountain, or up the mountain, and I'll try to give you some good images as we head on up.
Yes. Yay! We're a third of the way. Let's go.
So you can probably see now, like basically when you walk up to Sombrero, there's kind of 3 sections. The first section is all the switchbacks, which you can see in the video. And that's for sure the hardest part. At least to me it is. It's much steeper, it seems. All the way up to La Faba, which is the first village up the mountain. And then shortly after La Faba, it starts to open up with less trees. You can kind of see around us, most everything here is quite a bit lower trees, or very few trees, which means that you can see a lot farther. We can see, I'll turn the camera around, you can see a pilgrim coming up the trail, a couple of them coming up the trail in the distance there, because we're starting to be able to see quite a ways now that the trees are cleared out. So yeah, we're making our way up the mountain. I think it's much easier from here, but it seems like it goes on forever. The thing that we just saw said that we'd come 3.5 kilometers and then we have 4.7 to go, but I think the 4.7 seems a lot longer than that. So anyway, it's a beautiful walk. It's actually a beautiful morning, even just weather wise. It's we've got a nice little chill, but not cold.
and just a little bit of cloud cover up on the tips of the mountains. So it's pretty great scenery up here. That didn't start. Oh, buen Camino there, pilgrims. This one's kind of a fun one. You may recognize Ricky from Camino Tellers, one of the other Camino education channels on YouTube. Just walked into, what is this town? I don't even remember now.
This is La Laguna.
La Laguna, yeah. So we're just below Sombrero, and he just walked in and recognized
and I was
me.
Like,
and
I know this guy. This face seems familiar, you know? Yeah, this is a famous YouTube guy. Actually, the story was I saw him yesterday in Herrerias, which was the town just below, and I was like, nah. I know this one. So
well, that was funny because I have watched your channel, but I wouldn't have recognized you anyway.
Yeah. I keep incognito, you know. So happy days, guys.
Yeah, so we will tag in this video. I'll tag your channel, and that way folks can find your channel as well. But anyway, super cool to meet so many people. I don't know how many folks you've met, but I know a lot of people are probably watching your videos too. But it's been cool to meet so many people, but then to meet somebody else's. You know, I've done doing collabs with Nadine from Nadine Walks and Kate from Wanderlusting Lawyer, which are a couple of other ones that are doing videos.
Happy days.
So that's been fun to do.
It's cool to actually find someone on the way, you know?
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah. So if
anyway.
you're still doubting to do the Camino, don't doubt it, because this is the thing to do. At least once in your life.
Yes.
And the story
maybe
is,
multiple times.
Yeah. Once you do it once, you never stop.
You know, one of the lessons you learn when you walk Camino is that you just have to accept what the Camino gives you. And honestly, we're standing right now on one of the most beautiful overlooks on Camino Frances, I think. Looking down from, we are just below the Galicia marker that we're just walking into Galicia. So some of you that have been in this area about a mile down from Sombrero know how beautiful this section is. But look at, we've walked up into the clouds. You've seen the video a few minutes ago where we were able to see quite a ways, and now we kind of walked right up into some of the low-lying clouds, and we can't really see anything at all. So, you know, I know some of you had that experience in the Pyrenees, for example, where you work so hard to get up there and get those beautiful views, and sometimes you just don't have it. The weather doesn't always comply with our plans. So anyway, it's still a beautiful morning, but can't see quite as far as we might imagine. Well, friends, one of the things you'll notice about the Galicia marker, is a pretty famous marker on Camino, and it's actually pretty clean. There's only a little bit of graffiti on it. I'm pretty sure that the government comes and cleans that regularly because it usually has much more on there. But a good lesson for us not to have to mark up every little monument, but it's a beautiful monument up here on the hillside just below Sombrero, about 1.5 kilometers below Sombrero. So good lesson there. We are walking through a cloud, and you just made it to Sombrero. How do you feel about making it? Is this the biggest mountain you think you've climbed? No, you've done very.
I thought it was going to be, but like I was saying, day 2 was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. So we've just been in eating at Sombrero, and you saw what it looked like when I came in, and now the sun has cleared out the clouds. It's absolutely gorgeous. So oftentimes it doesn't take long. The weather makes it beautiful again.
She's about to, well, not about to, but she just turned 49.
Part of the animal. How was the walk this morning?
The first part was a little rough.
Tori was lying later.
For up to La Faba?
I was struggling.
Because she likes to go faster than you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially going up a mountain. I'd rather get it done.
Yeah. She was just like how we were going on flat. She was going like that up the mountain. I was like,
yeah. Well, just coming down from Sombrero now. I've not gone very far actually, just a bit from the way, but this was reflecting on how crazy sometimes these Camino stories are, you know. Meeting Ricky this morning on the way up to Sombrero, you know, there's probably only 6 or 8 YouTube channels that do this kind of educational content. So Nadine and Kate I both collaborated with, Rob's Caminos and then Camino Tellers, and you know, there's probably a few others that I'm forgetting at the moment. Ivar has a pretty unique kind of education channel, but there's not a lot of us that are making these kind of instructional videos. Lots, of course, lots and lots of bloggers that are making movies out of their story, and that's a whole different thing, and there's lots of great ones. But it's so interesting that, you know, there's only a few of us that are doing this kind of educational stuff. And of course, if Nadine or Kate were walking and we were gonna meet, we would talk about it. We messaged back and forth. But to just randomly meet Ricky this morning on the way is really interesting. You know, I have some other stories that are similar where a woman that I had worked with many years earlier messaged me out of the blue one year and said, hey, I own an albergue now in Samos. Not an albergue, actually, she owned Casa Rua. You know, she said, you have to bring your
your students by for tapas, and she hosted us, and that was absolutely delightful. One year, this is one of my first Caminos actually. I came into Santiago into the English Mass. So when you're in the cathedral, there's a pilgrim Mass each day, but then there are also most of the larger language groups in the US or in the world have a Mass that's said in Santiago in your own language. And sure enough, I go into the English Mass, and a student or a person sits down in front of me. She notices my shirt and she says, "Do you know the University of Indianapolis?" I said, "Of course. I'm a faculty member there. I'm staff there." And she said, "Oh, well, I'm a grad student at UIndy." And you know, this woman just happens to sit down in front of me, who knows my university. I was a student of mine, technically, as a chaplain, and I'd never met her before, and we meet each other on the other side of the globe. You already know that Ashley and Amanda just happened to be in this same section of trail. They're walking with us most days now, and staying in similar hostels and so on. So sometimes it's just shocking how much we can be surprised by the kind of Camino appointments, the coincidences or miracles, or however you want to think about them. It's pretty cool the way that those stories come together, and really cool one today to be able to meet Ricky and on one of the coolest parts of Camino, just about a mile before the Galician boundary marker. So anyway, I'll show you some more images. This is a great section of Camino as we make our way to Fonfria. Folks, I've come quite a ways from Sobrero now. I'm in between Hospital and Alto, but I have to tell you that at the top of that right there is Alto. You can see that power line up there is right next to the bar that's the top of this hill. And after you've had a long day, there is nothing that will steal your will to live like this little hill. I think it's probably the steepest section. By section, it's only about 300, 400 meters to get up there. I think it's the steepest part of all of Camino Frances. And after a long day, it will absolutely steal your will to live. I'm not sure that I can even film my way up there. I at least will not be able to talk. So you can see a little bit of footage of me dying my way up this hill. But at the top is a nice bar. I can hear them laughing up there. I'm certain they're not laughing at me, but at each other. But right now it feels a little bit like they might be laughing at me. So anyway, I will show you the bar at the top and maybe some of this way up.
When you already walked up Osabero, and then this is what happens. I know, right?
Yeah, but when you get up to that bar, you're down to the bay. It's about 2 miles to the place, so very close to walk. What do they have to eat? Yeah. Buen Camino pilgrims, we have just left just left Fonfria, going down to Triascatella, and then on to Samos. If you've never done the alternative route through Samos, the monastery there is definitely worth your time. So I try to do that every group of pilgrims that I lead. But we also have a special guest with us this morning. It's Jesselyn's birthday. Oh, I don't know if I can, oh, there, let's do that. It's Jesselyn's birthday. And as a special birthday treat, when you treat yourself on Camino, it's to not wear a pack. So Jesselyn has shipped her pack ahead. And yeah, so if you've never gone this way before, down from Fonfria to Triascatella, it's basically just as steep as it is up to Osabero, but it's very smooth road. If you can see the road behind us, the road is very smooth, so it's kind of tempting to run. You kind of just want to put your poles away and take a jog, but that would be a very bad choice because you would injure yourself pretty badly. So we are convincing ourselves to walk slowly so that we don't get hurt. How was your day yesterday up Osabero, the big mountain?
Osabero really wasn't that bad. It was that dumb hill that we had to climb.
And the first part was a little rough too, but after you got over those things, it was okay.
Yeah. So they're talking about Alto, which if you haven't seen the video from yesterday, I believe I described in the video that Alto steals your will to live. It's a pretty steep hill, just before Fonfria, about 2 miles before Fonfria, and it's not very long, but it makes you want to die. So anyway, so yeah, It was, most of our pilgrims felt pretty good about Sombrero yesterday. Even though it's a long walk, a long hike up. We had a pretty good day. Everybody's feeling good about what they accomplished. So off for another day. We'll see how frustrated they are with the long downhill today.
Massive. Yeah, the tortilla, the one that's in the case, that is the size.
That's a winner. Okay, I've never seen that before.
Well, sometimes I already have my phone out. Why not?
Honestly, we were having a beautiful walk down the hill. It's a beautiful day, and we get to this point, and it was absolutely amazing the way the clouds had settled into the valley, and we just kind of stood in awe as we walked through this section and saw all the beautiful clouds and the way they rested in the mountains. Sometimes you just get a good Camino surprise.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a Jessalyn. Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Yeah! Go you for conversing with other people, but a little odds.
He's not happy.
Yeah, Thomas.
Now hit the light. We gonna get it all
I walked most of this day with this group of women. Mostly because it was Jessalyn's birthday. We're just celebrating. But this afternoon, they really made this into a kind of dance party. Normally, I do not suggest that anyone walk with music on. It's really not polite to the other pilgrims that are around to have your own music blasting. But we were really careful, and we talked about that before. If anybody was going to come up, they were going to stop it. But they were just having a great day this day, and they were dancing pop music and having a blast. And honestly, one of my probably most memorable days ever on Camino was walking with these women on this day.
like love affair. I'll be here, girl, I swear.
Difference too. This is like struggling like Spanish with Coca-Cola.
Oh God. Oh shoot. I'm just full of.
How was your hike today?
Not bad. A lot of challenging moments. Say like the big hill incline.
There were no hills. Tell me about the hill.
Yeah, inclines I mean.
Oh.
Yes. And down inclines.
How about you, Mark?
I took a taxi because I fell in a bar.
Sober?
Sober? Yes, unfortunately.
Tell me, Katie, how was your walk?
Painful. Very painful.
Painful?
I give it was worse than yesterday, I
What?
think. Yeah.
I give it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, but I did have that really good poop. So what?
Well, I was not in a good mood this morning, and I hurt all over, like from the waist down. It was all pain. But then I just like, I don't even know. I just like walked and I just zoomed. Well, at first I was kind of slow. I was like limping for a little bit there, and then we stopped for breakfast, and then I just went for it. And I was zooming, and then I was just walking, and I tried to think about other things to forget about how badly my feet were screaming at me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First, I want to take video of the beautiful monastery. Then I want to take video of everybody hobble down the stairs.
You
act like you didn't hobble down the stairs too.
I did. I'm the
Yeah, so somebody should have taken a video
I'm
of you.
the primero hobbler. I always love touring the beautiful Benedictine monastery in Samos. It also gives one of our Spanish speakers a great test to being able to translate the tour for others, and Elizabeth did an amazing job on our tour as our translator.
Yeah, it's saying how they're like known for like protecting the beaches, protecting the water, and it sort of carries into here.
Ao centro San Julián siendo levado al cielo. Lado de la obra benedictina. San Julián y su esposa Santa Escolática, patrono de este monasterio.
Come on, big hug.
Wow. We finally found the magical tree.
This tree, if you hug it, touch it, kiss it, cuddle with it, you apparently won't get any blisters.
It's me with selfie of the tree.
So we are walking today from Samos to Sarria. This is basically a day off for us, although we don't really take days off. So you all may know that the guidebooks are probably all in disagreement about how long it is from Sarria or from Samos to Sarria. We're either doing 7 or 9 miles. We don't really know. But anyway, it's a short day, and then in Sarria today we'll have a chance to go out and get good food, find pharmacies and whatever we might need for the rest of the hike, and hopefully just have a nice relaxed day. So Amber, you said this is going to be a great day on Camino. Why do you think it's going to be a great day?
I think there's still some rum in my system from last night. And we're only hiking 7 to 9 miles, so if it comes out to be 7 miles, that's gonna be fantastic. Plus Jeremiah is hurting today, which is just top tier.
How's your day going, Sunny?
It's going great.
Yeah.
Feeling good, yes. Got my first blister yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty good about going so far without any blisters.
Yeah.
So got those taken care of this morning, and only 7-ish miles, so that feels good because we're used to doing double digits. So being in a single digit mile day, we got this.
That's a win.
We're good.
How about you, Liv? You don't look like you want to walk even 2 steps.
It's horrible today. I have so many blisters and it hurts so bad. And I really don't want to walk today.
Do you have a blister count?
Right now or total?
Right now.
Right now, at least 4.
Okay. And have you named any of them?
They're all Jeremiah.
You've named
because they're a pain. I just think when in Spain.
You should frolic.
Frolic. Oh, I mean, it's not a bad idea.
Well, we just ran into a bit of a snag. We thought we were like 1 mile away, and I just G-mapped it. It says we're 3 miles away because, well, the path from Saria, or from Samos to Saria, has a lot of different routes, and the guidebooks don't always agree. So, a bit of a motivation killer to think you're a mile away, find out you're 3 miles. So, it's all right. It's a short day, but a little longer than we thought.
I'm glad we're here though.
Yeah.
My feet are a little swollen, I can feel them, but we made it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, my feet are hurting and my knees are hurting, I think because I didn't take ibuprofen this morning.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was needed. It was probably needed.
Hey guys, welcome back to Jeremiah's channel. We're back with the Rachel Krause. Tell us about your day, what your drink, what's going on.
I am drinking a sangria. It is delicious.
Let's take a dip.
Let's take a seat. My day, I walked 8.4 miles, was clenching my butt cheeks at the end because I had to poop so bad.
What's up, folks? We're back with Camino. Tell me, What's your most exciting aspect of climbing this hill?
This one?
Yeah.
It's not the steepest one I've been on.
It might not be the steepest one. We're leaving Saria.
This hill right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that steep.
I think it gets steeper.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets steeper.
That's when you're supposed to say. The most exciting part about this hill is that we get to walk it with our leader, Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Wait, line.
Buen Camino pilgrims, we have started our day out of Saria, and you may have heard this said many times, but it is a bit like a parade when you leave Saria all the way to Santiago. We've already experienced that. There are so many stinking people out here. Not a bad thing for me, at least, because I like people, but for all of our solitary pilgrims, it's a lot of people. So anyway, that makes a great pilgrim day, but there is a thing that might make a rough pilgrim day.
Rain.
And that is, it's probably gonna rain pretty much all day. It's supposed to be raining right now though.
It's actually coming down really hard, you just can't see it.
Oh, no, she's right.
It's too fast.
Yeah, it's really fast.
We're drowning.
Mal is drowning, but that's because she's short. Fan favorite.
It is too early to be coming at me like that.
Hashtag fan favorite.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Spanish 101. Oh, let's do a little Spanish recap.
What are some words that are necessary to know for when you come to Spain?
Necessary to know when you come to Spain? Donde está la baño?
But they also call them aseos.
Aseos?
Aseos? Donde está aseos?
Sí.
Yeah.
That means, where is the bathroom, or where are the services?
I would like yo quiero.
Yo quiero. Or like,
to order.
Can I have, is puedes, what do I want?
Puedes tener.
Un tortilla.
Puedes tener. No, puedo.
Can I to have?
Puedo tener. Can I have?
Oh, can I have?
Puedo tener un vaso de zumo de naranja.
The end. Back to you, Joe, in the studio.
Another important thing to say is just like greetings for
Gracias.
people.
Hola.
Hola.
Oh, they also say belo.
Ba-
They'll go belo belo.
What is that?
It means okay.
No, that's ballet.
Vale. V-A-L-L-E. Vale.
Oh, it's just one L.
Or it's just one L.
Vale.
Vale.
It's like when you're talking at the end of a
V-A-L-E.
sentence and you like end with like a okay, or like
when they're
we're gonna
ordering,
leave it this time, okay? When you're ordering,
they're gonna be like, oh, vale, vale.
No.
Also, if you want to sound Spanish, add THs instead of your
Gracias.
S's. So gracias instead of gracias.
But when you're like, gracias.
Gracias. Maybe not then. Also, buenos dias is good morning. Buenas tardes is good afternoon. And buenas noches is good night. Good night.
I'm gonna fall in the water for sure.
That would be
So Hannah, how's it feel to reach the 100K marker?
I'm ready to be done.
You are?
Yeah.
We got a ways to go.
I know, but I feel better now that we've hit 100.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've walked 165 kilometers.
That's correct.
And we have 100 left to go.
That's correct.
So we're going to be walking 265 kilometers and 165 miles.
That's correct.
Hey, what is up, Camino Guide followers? People are staring at me. But we are at the 100-kilometer marker. There are 100 kilometers, nope, 100,000. I cannot speak ever. 100?
100 kilometers, yeah.
Oh, maybe I'm just dumb. 100 kilometers.
Which is 100,000 meters.
100,000 meters, there we go. Oh, sure, why not? And we don't have that much long left to Santiago. No. This is Larissa.
Come on.
You want to get into it?
No, thank you. Womp womp. Ready, boom. We're taking lots of photos. Yes, 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 yes. Come on, two. Okay. Last one. All right. What do you think they do? Obviously, you already think they're chicken coop.
I thought it was chicken coop, and then I started looking in. There's no chickens.
Yeah, there's no chickens in there.
And so I'm thinking it's a tomb above the ground.
Ah. Also has been guessed already this morning.
Dang. Yeah, I bet you could see through it. So will it allow air through something like that? I don't know.
So Steven says something with food.
Chicken.
McCaitlin's a chicken coop. You got an answer, Joseph?
An outhouse.
An outhouse, okay. Outhouse.
Mine is either for dead people or for pilgrims who need to stay.
Dead people or a bed for pilgrims. You guys know what this is?
Oreo.
Ah, it's an Oreo. She's right. She already knows. Do you have a guess, Larissa? I forgot.
An Oreo.
An Oreo.
An Oreo.
An Oreo.
So those are a traditional Galician Oreos. Oreos. They're very proud of them in this region, so they restore them and keep them for generations.
Oh,
they
he is going. He's like, no one can see this.
They they keep grain, corn.
Okay,
mostly.
cool.
Hello, moo cow. Did you find a salad? Yes.
Sure.
So like nursing school is hard, maybe.
Oh yeah.
But if you get through, will you still like nursing?
Yes.
Then that's the answer to that question, you see?
So like knowing if you can reach your goal and it's like
if the outcome
it's gonna
of
be worth
the
it.
hard thing is worth pushing through the hard thing.
So like for the Camino, like knowing that like we're gonna get to Santiago.
Is that worth it? And I would say, for example, for Santiago, it is worth it unless the option is to be injured. I don't think it's worth hurting yourself to get there.
I think so. I'm gonna walk there with broken legs.
Okay. It's open. This is a hidden gem, folks. Oh yeah. Larissa said she wanted to, and I'm telling you it's worth it.
But it is. I like how they says it one from the top.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, thank you.
I
I told you it was steeper.
It's so fun.
It is shorter, but it's steeper.
I like short and steep. I think this is a great adventure. This is fun. I feel like I'm Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's right. We have, imagine we have a boulder rolling down behind us.
Go, go,
Marissa, go.
That was my least favorite part.
Me too. Can I tell you, I've never noticed that here before. I'm usually so eager to get into the hostel. So we're sitting here in Porto Marine, and we thought that today was going to be a lot of rain. We thought it was going to rain the whole way here. We ended up having, I think, no rain, maybe a few sprinkles, but basically no rain all the way to Porto Marine. Super excited about that. Over half of the pilgrims are already here. I've still got a few people who are coming in, but we thought today would be 13.5 miles all rain. Instead, we got from Saria to here basically with no rain. Super excited. So we're staying here at Ponce Minia, and it's a nice alberga, certainly a great bar, and a nice place to stay. But anyway, so wonderful walk today. Could have been a hard one, ended up being really beautiful. Spent most of the last half of the day, I don't have any video even, spent most of the last half of the day talking theology with a few of the students, as well as some other American pilgrims that we met along the way, and just had a great day. So anyway, we are looking forward to some good food here, because there's definitely some good food in this town, and looking forward to that.
Hey.
Can you see the numbers on the stones? That's how they put the church back together. Doesn't make sense to me.
Oh, that hurt. And what the freak is on YouTube? Today we're back. Kyler has been voted off the island. Anna has committed unspeakable war crimes. What did you do? Oh no.
Unspeakable.
It's unspeakable.
Oh boy, Camino pilgrims. I'm just setting out from Porto Marine. We had a great night last night, but Porto Marine was packed with pilgrims. So many people that started in Saria. Honestly, more people here staying in Porto than I've ever seen in the past. I don't know if that's just when we started. We started on a Sunday. I should say we left Saria on a Sunday. So maybe there's some rhythm to when those Saria pilgrims start. But my gosh, there were so many people here for dinner last night. But we had a great dinner and enjoyed each other. It was just very slow getting service and stuff. Today we are walking to Palos de Rey. I really like the Alberga Otero, I believe it said, in Palos. The owner there is a very kind man, knows excellent English, and has been on the Camino, living on the Camino, and knows so much about the Camino. So looking forward to our night in Palos, but it is a little more than 15-mile walk. And for these students, that's the most that they'll do on this pilgrimage, even though we have some harder days with more elevation and so on. This is our longest day, so just cumulative time on the trail will be higher today, especially because we do have some folks that are moving pretty slow at this point with injuries and so on. So hopefully it will be a good day. You'll see I'm setting out by myself because when we leave Porto, there's quite a climb coming out of this downriver lake city. So I'm going down more right now out of the city, and then when we go up on the other side, you have to climb for quite a while. Probably at least 3 or 4 miles of climbing, going fairly straight up. This first part's really straight up. So I'm going by myself because I'm certain that I'll meet some pilgrims on the trail, some of my pilgrims, but I go so slow going up the hill. doesn't do any good for other folks to walk with me. So I'm setting out by myself. I'm sure that I'll meet some of my students pretty early here, and we'll look forward to walking with them. Kids, how we doing? Boo! Boo.
My singles are delicious. Okay, well, I don't doubt that, but this is not the ideal.
So Amber, what would you say is the #1 reason someone should not come on Camino? Like stay away.
I think that if you aren't able to push yourself, then you shouldn't come, because there's a lot of pushing yourself to your body's limit and your mental limit. So if you're not ready for that or not prepared for that, which you're gonna have to be if you're here, then I wouldn't.
Yeah. It's funny because I often say to people who are talking about bringing their kids or their partner with them because they're excited about it. I think their kids should be, or their partner should be. Like, that's fine as long as they are ready and want to do it. Because you kind of got to want it. Otherwise, it's just miserable and hurtful. But we're having a blast.
We are having a blast. Today's a good day.
It is a good day. So we've been going from Puerto Marine, I think, I don't know exactly how far we are, but roughly halfway of the day. Got a mileage?
6.91.
Okay, so we're halfway of the day. No.
Almost. 15
is halfway, so, or 15's all the way. So, almost halfway. And we just started getting a misty rain about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So far, neither of us have put on rain gear in the hopes that the rain will go away. But I'm becoming less convinced that's gonna happen. So, we'll see. But regardless, we're having a good day. Just got half of it left.
Half of it left.
Day 10 update. The day of the 15-mile hike. It is a little bit after 10 o'clock, like 10:30 right now. It started raining, which is something that we haven't really seen on the Camino thus far. But it doesn't seem to have scared off too many people. It's still pretty busy here after Saria, but we're coming up on about 8 to 9 miles so far today. The plan is to stop at mile 10 at a bar. We stopped at mile 5 for breakfast, so we'll probably stop at mile 10 for lunch and then power through the last 5 miles and get to the albergue. So, got some pretty trees back through here. And yeah, just putting one foot in front of the other and just sort of hoping for the best. Buen Camino.
Well, the rain's here now, and I don't think we're gonna get out of it for a while. yeah, everybody's got their rain gear on, except for me, of course, but, and we are moving along. We've walked about 8 miles for the day on our 15, and now we're just getting wet. In the Marine Corps, we used to have a phrase, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. I don't really feel like Camino requires rain, but here we are. What do you guys think? Excited about the rain?
I love my shower for the night.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good.
No need to shower.
Actually, it's pretty refreshing. Yeah. It's a nice change of pace from the heat. Peaceful, tranquil.
I'm just getting a little
I'm in a groove.
Yeah.
What's up,
I think
Amber gets hit by a car?
that'll be the title of it. Not clickbait. Amber gets hit by a car. So what do you think, guys? Have you been able to do your best impersonation of a drowned rat?
I think I'm still doing it.
Yeah. I guess I didn't do any filming back at the bar while I was freezing and complaining about whether I could take another step. So it's only, well, earlier it was 52 degrees Fahrenheit here, and I thought I could go with no rain gear. I got pretty cold, and all of us got pretty wet. Emma was wearing her rain gear and she was freezing.
Yes.
So, anyway, we are only about 2 miles out from Palos de Rey now, so we mostly have made it, and the rain has mostly stopped, but not completely. So anyway, we're kind of counting it as a completed day, even though we're not there yet. Our hearts have completed the day. Our feet have not. So, almost there. What's up, Emma?
Hello.
Here's Emma. How's your walk going, Emma?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
Just taking it nice and slow.
Yeah.
Helped a lot, so.
Is that because you're hurting or because you're trying to keep yourself from hurting?
Keep myself from hurting.
Good.
I got a piece of tape that's rubbing a little funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, not been too bad.
Good.
Come on, Terry.
So tell me, what was the best moment of your Camino hike today?
I love the rain.
You did? Oh, imagine that.
I think probably breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a hard day.
That cafe con leche. It's actually not as bad as I thought. It's
You're almost there now. Less than a mile, I think.
We're so
Or maybe
close.
right at a mile.
I think yesterday was harder, which was only 14 miles.
Yeah, it was a little less.
Yeah.
But harder climbing, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're almost there now.
Yeah.
Rain or not.
So close.
Emma, tell me, how bad do you have to pee?
Really bad.
How about you, Leah? How bad do you have to pee?
So I didn't pee my skin out.
Hello. Today was our longest mileage day. It was, I think I clocked in at like 15 miles. Dr. Williams and Hannah clocked in at like 16 miles. But yeah, it was a fun day. We're at our hostel now. I like how this hostel is spelled. It's Outeira. It's a very fun spelling.
Hey, vlog.
This is Alicia.
Hi.
This is also a new shirt. It's not new.
We survived.
We did survive. This is not a new shirt, but it's a shirt that I haven't worn yet on this trip. Also, I was gonna wait to do this so I couldn't jinx it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now since I have the camera. I highly recommend REI's sock liners with the little toe sock things, because I have yet to get a blister on any of my toes. I do have a blister on my heel that I got yesterday, and it was because I was walking at Jeremiah's pace, which is so fast.
It is so fast.
And you were
That's why I
walking
haven't gotten to
slow.
walk with you for a single day.
Slow
This
yesterday.
We're just gonna have to have meals together. You're too slow.
sad.
He's way too fast, and so I got a blister from that, but I have yet to get a toe blister, and so the toe socks are
Joke's on you, because I haven't gotten a blister.
are 5 out of 5 stars from me.
Also,
Are those new shoes?
Oh yeah.
Did you vlog about them?
I did not vlog about my new fake Crocs from Portugal.
hi guys, it's Joe. This is called the Light League, and this is called the Light. Amen.
Gotta get the fish. Oh, your dad's in barbershop.
One,
People pay money for them to stop? Just do rhythmic laughing. Just do rhythmic laughing.
I just had octopus for the first time. So did a bunch of other people. Tell me how your octopus was.
It was good. The flavor was great. The texture was a 5 out of 10.
Hannah?
Yep.
How was your octopus?
It was fantastic, but a little pricey.
How was your non-octopus? My peppers were good.
I also had pimientos de padron. That's the remainder of the pimientos de padron.
That was awesome. I've trained her well.
Delicious!
Well, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, make sure you smash that like button, hit that subscribe button in the face. Make sure you ring that notification bell so you get notified every time we post a video.
Every minute.
Buen Camino.
actually quite a bit into our walk this morning now, and I forgot to make a video this morning while we were leaving. Mostly because we were looking for breakfast. And we did find breakfast in Palos de Rey. It took us a few stops, which I will say I think is one of the changes that have happened during COVID. I found that more of the bars are closed and not opening till later. One of the owners last night told me that it's because, like in America, where we've had a labor shortage in service industry, he thinks a lot of folks are laying out of work collecting federal assistance. So anyway, we have not found as many places that are open to eat in the morning, but we did find something this morning. And you have any idea how far we are in? Mal has got a little better record than I do.
5.18 miles.
5.18 miles. We're only going 9 miles to Melide today. Kind of a rest day for us, in part because for a big group, our choice was Melide or Arzua. So it's better to go 9 miles to Melide and 9 miles to Arzua tomorrow than to go 18 miles in a group that did not like going 15 yesterday.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah. They weren't too happy about 15 yesterday.
It wasn't
but
terrible.
Everybody busted it out.
Yeah. And you didn't have to thread any blisters.
I didn't. So I think last night was the first night I didn't thread any blisters the whole time. So I guess that whole 15 miles is not so bad. Maybe we should do 15 every day.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so we did 9 today.
Vetoed.
And we're over halfway of that.
Yeah.
Before I remember to do this, we got this group of folks who are walking together. We have gathered that it's a group walking in support of those who have suffered with cancer.
Oh, there's Rachel.
Ah.
Hungry? Hungry, hungry, hungry.
I can always eat. So that's how you make food decisions on Camino. It's not really whether you're hungry or not, but whether your friends have already stopped. So I have good news, and the good news is I found a shop on the side of the road where I could buy a poncho for €7, because as soon as I bought the poncho it stopped raining, so we don't have any more rain.
But it's still cold.
It is still cold.
I mean, it's still drizzly too.
Drizzly.
It's just not like the downpour that it was.
Yeah. So if you ever want to make it stop raining, you should put your rain gear on. That's what I'm saying. You said English or American?
No, I am American.
And here are our Galician lawnmowers.
We have just set out this morning from Melide. We're only going to Arzua, so we have 2 short days in a row of 9 miles. A bit of a rest before we finish up. And yeah, we don't have long, and the weather's pretty good. Better than yesterday for sure. And already some of our pilgrims are talking about how sad they are that this is almost over, right, Liv?
What? What? Are you serious right now?
Okay, so Olivia's not sad that it's almost over.
Jeremiah and I are gonna do it all over again, but he's gonna carry me. An extra challenge.
Yeah. So I'm going to be Olivia's horse, I think.
Yeah.
And carry her next time. So anyway, we've started the way, and we've got several crews spread out. There is some talk tonight about a possible night hike. I did this back in July last year with a group of pilgrims and had a great time. And some of these folks are saying they would like to do the same tonight. So we'll see if that develops or not. But we'll show you some scenes from today. So Sunny,
Yes.
you have walked part of the AT several times.
Yes.
Which is probably the trail that Americans are most familiar with. It's the most accessible of the through hikes. How would you compare Camino to the AT?
The terrain is definitely very different. I'm used to walking on really like actual trails in the woods and dirt, and it's a little bit softer. And here I think the biggest thing has been a lot of walking on gravel and asphalt and the roads, so it's been a little harder on my joints than I had anticipated. The mileage is definitely different as well. I'm not used to going 13 miles, typically maybe 7 or 8 on the AT in a day. But they're quicker miles, but I think probably, like I said, probably the biggest thing is just the impact of the ground on the joints.
You guys are gorgeous. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
Passing, hey! Don't stop, please.
Don't stop, don't stop. Okay.
So Sunny, if you had to, if you have to pick which trail you like better, besides the $1,000 we have to spend to get here.
I don't know. It's a top. They're so different.
Yeah,
They're
way
just
different.
so different. You can't even really compare them. I've never done a lot of like the city walking and the street walking before. So that is completely different from at least the sections that I've hiked on the AT.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with the AT. Maybe more so of a love-less-hate relationship with the Camino at this point. But I'm not finished yet, so
yeah, fair enough.
We'll see.
Fair enough. Well, I can definitely say that I mostly hate the AT. I really only love walking with people. And so I like taking groups on the AT because then I have people. But if I had to go alone, I would not, ever. And Camino, I would go alone because I know I'd meet people here. So the hiking for me is more about the people because, yeah, I don't actually like walking. Little known secret about the Camino guide, I don't like walking.
group one day.
Ah.
That's true. Of the pilgrimage.
Of the Arch Cheeks?
Of the Arch Cheeks plus others. Jim and Hannah were there.
Okay.
And I was able to spit my cherry pit the furthest. And also with the most accuracy by hitting a stop sign from sitting down.
So 2 categories.
Yes, there's distance and accuracy. And I swept each category.
So it's your overall winner as well.
I was the overall champ.
Very well.
Yes.
If you want to get breakfast here, I'd stop and get a drink.
Myself up with nice people, so that in the event that the people at this birthday are very rude, I don't cry as much.
So we are now in our ZUA after just 9 miles, and the students are very disappointed that it wasn't as long as they thought. So sometimes they're mad because it's too long, and sometimes because it's too short. It's all good.
Well, yeah, because I feel like I could keep going now.
Right.
And so, like,
You feel
I finally
strong.
have the energy.
Right.
And we're stopping.
Yeah. The good news is there's gonna be cheese.
Hello, what is up, YouTube? Kaylee and I here on a date. We are just chilling. Today was a 9-mile hike, if that, and it was very nice. Except there are 2 uphills that really sucked. And we have 2 more 11-mile days, and then a 1-mile day, and then we're in Santiago. And Kaylee and I here, we were talking about what we would like to do in Santiago. And I think we both have agreed that we want to do the rooftop tour.
And go gift shopping.
And go gift shopping. How exciting. We both like to see every little knick-knack, even if it's the same at every store. Okay, I'm done vlogging now. Do you want to vlog, Kaylee? No. Bye, YouTube. Wing, wing, wink. No.
We are getting up at 3:30 a.m. to walk the night walk so we can look at the stars and whatnot.
Yep. Tonight's our night hike.
Yes. So then tomorrow, gracias. Tomorrow we'll only have 1 more 11-mile hike, and then another mile the day after, and then we're in Santiago, which is so exciting. And then we're done, and then we tour. We're tourists.
We're so excited to be done.
We are. We both have a lot of blisters and we hurt really bad, but we're almost there. Yeah, so now we're gonna go to the back patio with Jeremiah and hang out and journal. So bye vlog.
Well, they wanted to get up early in the morning. So now we're leaving. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, which is all we needed to call it a night hike, apparently. Which is kind of, it is still dark out. Yeah, so Buen Camino pilgrims, here we go. We are leaving our ZUA on our way to Pedruzo. And there's a group of us that are starting at 4 a.m. and we'll see how it goes, but we're gonna stick together. Most of us have breakfast And yeah, I'm not going to show you very much because you're not going to see very much. It'll be a lot of dark images. Lit up by flashlights.
Call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from my it because it's temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, really gon' rise to the sun. Step 2, get some good, some for you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
No, you lost Emma. I didn't think she turned.
I don't think she turned. I bet she walked around.
Hi.
Hi.
They're chocolate covered.
They're $1.30.
Tell me, how was your night hike?
We all started feeling it in that last 2 miles, but that's how it works.
Yeah.
And then we got here and we got a good breakfast, and now we're ready to go take a nap.
Yeah, we definitely need a nap. So Jocelyn, you tell me, how was your night hike?
I would never do it again.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. I would go stargazing for about 25 minutes and then go back to bed. I honestly wish I had done that because I was very cold and did not enjoy myself when I'm cold.
Okay.
But other than that, it was fabulous.
Yeah, how did your hike go?
Oh, it was so fun. I got a little lost. But that's okay, because we grabbed a taxi and made it back to the town. He's like, it says it's like 3 more kilometers this way. So then I walked a little bit behind him. He was walking really fast. And then he's like stopped, and I caught up to him. And I was like, are we almost there? And he's like, I think we might have gone past it. So then we asked some more people that were coming.
They were confident.
And they were like, no, like 1 or 2 more kilometers and you'll be there. And I was like, okay. So I kept walking until I found one.
Well, I'm glad that you found a place.
Let's see, I forgot my phone in a hammock because
Yeah.
I took a little snooze.
Yeah.
And so we walked like a little over 1.5 miles, and then my dad had to go back and get it.
Yeah. So Jim, tell me, how did it feel to walk 1.5 miles extra for your daughter's phone?
Felt great in the morning.
It was 3 actually.
In the afternoon, it started to drag a little bit.
You started to lose your motivation. Okay, so that's a father's love. Okay,
Yeah,
so tell
he
me.
walked 17 miles today. We turned back, and all of a sudden this tree branch falls directly on my head and like breaks on my head.
How did a tree branch happen to time itself to
I
land
know,
exactly
right?
on
Like,
it?
it was like directly on my head. Like my sunglasses were on top, and it had like shards of wood in it.
Okay, so I think I'm probably not going to hang out with you today.
And I found 4 four-leaf clovers yesterday.
all of her good luck yesterday,
Exactly.
and now all she has. So tell us about your foot.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think it's an injury, or you think you're just sore from the walking?
I don't know.
I will say that of all of the people on the trip, I'm most concerned that you have an actual injury.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. Tori, tell me about what's going on right now that you're making all these sounds.
I'm a little bit in pain.
A little bit. A little bit. A lot of it.
It's usually the step downs.
The step downs, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
I'll see you at home. So tell me, Amber, what are you most excited about from your final walking day?
I'm excited to feel the relief when we get there.
Yeah.
And the proudness that I actually finished without taxiing or in my backboard or anything.
You didn't ship anything, girl. Just walked it out every day.
I did.
Doing the thing, doing the thing. How about you, Liv?
What?
What are you most excited about?
I am most excited to just be done with walking.
Yeah.
I am more of like a sightseeing tourist girl.
Yeah.
And I'm really sick of walking, and I think my joints need a rest. And so I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Out, we are walking. It is our last day. My sisters are celebrating their last day of school. I'm celebrating my last day.
What are you most excited about today, Alex?
Most excited about? Can I say being done?
Yeah, that's already what Livia said.
Really? I mean, it'll be, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna try to like savor every last minute, you know, out here on the trail. Whatever. Out here on the trail. Don't talk about that, Sonny. As soon as my blisters go numb, you can't stop me.
I am very proud that I get to say at the end of this that I walked 165 miles.
Yeah.
I won't.
How's it going, Larissa?
It's going great.
Yeah. Are you glad to be on your last walking day?
Sadly, no. Like, I wish we had a couple more, but just like short ones.
Yeah. Like some little 5K days?
Some little 5K days,
Yeah.
yes.
We might be able to do those back at home.
I don't know if that I want to do it at home.
There wouldn't be any tortilla at home. Unless we brought it ourselves.
No tortilla, no paella.
Yeah.
No croissant.
Yeah.
No cafe con leche.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. Life back home is going to be a lot more boring.
Very true.
So what's this over here say?
995.
Nice.
I could cry during this. I remember cheering for 135. What's wrong with me? Halfway. That was
halfway there.
Maybe.
We sang and everything.
Okay.
Leah, I sense that we have finally reached the limits of your joy.
No, I'm so happy.
Oh, okay.
Watermelon and Taco Bell.
Okay.
Everything hurts, but we're so close to being done.
Okay.
We reached the limits like 3 days ago. I'm sorry.
All right. So we're now past the limit.
Yeah.
And recovering, huh?
Yeah. Now we're just like, I just gotta keep putting one foot in front of the other.
So Liv, there's no smell-o-vision on my 3D camera now. So can you tell us what the smell of this?
It smells like, honestly, it's undescribable.
Indescribable.
All of Spain smells bad.
All of Spain smells bad.
It smells like, they don't agree with me, but I think it smells like Twizzlers.
Does not smell like Twizzlers.
I hate Twizzlers. I have a description.
Caitlin, what's your description?
Rotten limes that have been sitting in the trash out in the sun for at least 4 weeks.
4-week-old rotten limes.
Yes.
Okay. You know, there's an interesting dynamic that happens as you make your way into Santiago after you've been on this journey for so many miles and kilometers, sort of giving your all to the trail and experiencing the spirituality and the conversation with other pilgrims and all that entailed with the slow life of Camino de Santiago. It's a very different kind of experience to be walking those last few kilometers into town, to be approaching the cathedral and know that this trail is finally coming to an end. For most pilgrims, this is a time sort of celebration, but also a bit of sadness even, as we really don't want the trail to end. This is why so many pilgrims then walk on to Finisterre and Murcia, because they just don't want the trail to come to an end. And my pilgrims were certainly feeling that this year. You can see now as we're coming up to the Santiago de Compostela sign on the outskirts of town, a very famous place where people will take shots, and we do the same, but really a wonderful way to come to an end. And now we're just going to walk on over to our hostel, and that will be the end of our walking day before we go. And there's a mall nearby. We'll go and get something to eat and do some shopping, and then tomorrow morning we'll wake up, walk the last couple of kilometers into the cathedral, and celebrate our end of Camino de Santiago.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set future, affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do the after.
Well, pilgrims, we have just started off our last mile. We stopped outside of the Old Town area, about a mile away from the cathedral, and we have just started with our 31-person mob on our way to the cathedral so we can march triumphantly.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a good day. So life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. Afloat, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit.
It's a good way to...
I'm gonna interview you.
Sure.
Good morning, Dr. J. Willie Gibby.
How are you, Dr. Willie?
I'm really great. I think I should be the cameraman for this interview. I've had a great walk, in part because I had great people to walk with. Specifically, the day that I walked with you all was one of my very favorite days.
Is it because I kept asking you theology questions and
Well,
then
that's
cried?
one of my reasons. Because I do love... Well, not because you're crying.
What do you mean? This just in. Dr. J. Willie Gibby loves to see people suffer.
Okay, well, that might be true.
Edit that out.
Okay. Well, why else would I bring you here? I mean,
He is a max.
we could have gone anywhere in the world.
This is true.
And we went to
we
El Camino de Santiago.
We're so glad we did.
Yeah.
Tengo pregunta. That means I have a question.
Okay.
Want to see my passport?
Sure.
Look how empty.
It's not empty. You have like almost all the whole thing covered.
I know, but
you did forget a few stamps.
I did. Just because I was like, oh, I'll get more later. It's fine.
Yeah.
So life hack, don't do that.
To make a song.
Hashtag Camino guys.
Go into the
Travel and we're gonna get compastellas.
Going to the
Chapel and we're gonna see a dead body. What?
That was a good one.
Wait, back it up, back it up.
Huh? In the sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
We lift our hands to give you the glory. We lift our hands to give you the praise. And we will praise you for the rest of our days. Yes, yes. We will praise you for the rest of our days. Here we are.
Coming for to carry you home.
What did you say, Emma?
I feel great. I did say to somebody last night that it feels different this time. I think because it's become more routine for me. Like, this is just something I do. Where before, I think I've always kind of thought of it as
I haven't decided yet. Probably
more contingent. Right? Like, maybe I would stop doing it. Where now it's kind of like, I'm walking. This is what I do now. Yeah. There it is, y'all.
Yeah!
Here you go, Mark.
Opa!
Oh, and names. Wow. How long did this take to build?
What's that?
How long did it take to build?
It's not open.
Jeremiah, it's not open. Where are we?
We made it!
270K.
Yes. Go. Do you want one on your disposable camera? Wait, hold on.
Oh, wow.
I don't need that anymore.
All right. He's done with that.
I know.
Everybody smile. There is a group process at the Pilgrim office, so not everybody has to wait through the line. So I went down and got us all checked into the Pilgrim office and made sure that we would get our Compostelas as a group. That does mean that the students don't get to walk through the line, which is a bit of a bummer, but it saves an awful lot of time. Our group was a pretty religiously Christian group, but not all of us Catholics. In fact, not even a majority Catholics. So going to the cathedral was certainly a highlight for everyone, although the Spanish Mass was a bit of a challenge for those of us that didn't speak Spanish or were not Catholic, but it's still a powerful experience. And then, of course, at the end of the Mass, we get to see the Montefimario swing, which is, of course, a highlight for many pilgrims as they arrive in Santiago. Many of us did go on the rooftop tour. It was my first time on the rooftop tour. If you are a veteran pilgrim that has not been on it, or if it's your first time there, it's definitely worth it. It's a few extra euros to get a ticket to go on the tour, but it's really neat to be able to see the whole city, to be able to see the cathedral kind of from a new perspective, and just a kind of a neat experience, and definitely worth your time.
Wow. Yay, but you made it! Let's go.
It's become something of a tradition to take students to get tattoos at the end of the pilgrimage. This year we had 11 out of the 31 of us that got tattoos, which is a bit unusual to have that many, but it was really a fun day to go and to do that. I got my second Camino tattoo here at Dr. Mortis in Santiago. This one, you've seen one on my leg. This one was actually designed by Kaylee, one of the students on our trip, for the back of the t-shirt. First time for me getting a tattoo by somebody I knew as the designer, so that was really neat.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 9
Let's see what you got. Here.
This is drawn by none other than Joseph Donlin. That's how you say it. And this is my 9th tattoo. Easy peasy, I'm starving.
Let's see it, Mark. Boom. Buen Camino.
Oh, I love it. How do you...
Another cool Camino first for me is I went on Sunday morning to worship at a church where Johnny Walker Santiago, you all know him by that name on the forums and from the book that he's written. He's an organist at a church there in Santiago, so I went and met him and worshiped with his congregation, and that was a really neat experience to finally get to meet somebody I've known only online for a long time. Well, that's the end of the way for these 31 pilgrims from the University of Indianapolis. Well, not really the end of the way. As many of you that have walked the Camino before know, when the walking is over, the pilgrimage has really only just begun. And I'm so thankful that now, about 6 months after this pilgrimage, I can say that these pilgrims continue to walk in faith together, continue to walk in relationship as they've gotten back home to Indianapolis and continued the Camino families that they formed on the way. I hope that you can make the way just as we did. It was an incredible adventure, and it will be for you too. Buen Camino, pilgrims.